Yeah, you make mention of that, and so did the captain of Chittagong, Misbah ul Haq. He said that at the toss, and he said, we're not really sure what a decent total is in the first innings, so we're a lot happier to chase. And as we've seen, even if we go back to Sylhet and the first two games here yesterday, teams batting second are dominating. And I think that's an important point that you bring up, the fact that teams are not sure what a decent total is in that first innings.
And it gets difficult if you lose early wickets, because there will be a middle period in the middle overs where your team will feel, okay, we need to steady the ship. You're not going to look for big shots. Yes, if it's in the zone, if they feel comfortable, shot selection will be the key. If they think, yes, they can pick up a boundary, fair enough, but they will not take any unnecessary risks. And if they do, the problem is they might lose another wicket. I mean, this is good from Misbah ul Haq. He's got to slip it in places also. Slower delivery. And he's challenged the fielder inside the circle. So it's another single. It's been a good over. He's just given away singles of each delivery that he has bowled, and he needs to finish off well here.
Yeah, just something else that you bring out. Losing early wickets, batting first, and yes, they batted second twice, but they've struggled, their two openers. Shanto has just got scores of 9, 7 and 5 in the first 3 games. Walton 5, 11 and 30, so really need to try and get those scores up. Big appeal. It looks rather straight, but possibly a bit high. 6 gone, 36 for 3.
Got it! এই তো রাজবাড়ি আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই ম্যাপ দেখি সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে এক ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি গ্রামীণ ফোন
Yes, the sun shines smile makes you feel this way when I can't see through when I feel it blue
You're a real beauty Oppo F5 Capture the real you ভাবনা থেকে ভালো কাজের শুরু অ্যান্টিঅক্সিডেন্ট ও ফ্লেভোনয়েড সমৃদ্ধ এক অসাধারণ ব্লেন্ডের ফ্রেশ প্রিমিয়াম টি খুলে দেয় ভাবনার দুয়ার
Really good one for Chittagong Vikings to restrict the Khulna Titans to only 36, and the bonus is that they've managed also to pick up 3 wickets. So pressure on Khulna Titans. Beautifully bowled. I just feel that the batsman a little bit circumspect to come on to the front foot, because I thought he should have been on the front foot. Okay, let's have a look at the last ball from the previous over. A bit high. Much better. That's what you want to see from a batter. Get a slip in, because once you the batsman is thinking of the back foot, as we have another look. Yeah, you got that spot on, Tino. Slip in, or could they have an opportunity to attack a little bit more?
This is the power play package after a big boundary earlier on. All Walton managed to do was hit a short delivery straight down the man. And turn, went straight on with the arm and was missing the stumps, unfortunately for him. And this was Rousseau, a really good shot. Gave himself a little bit of room, and that was the last wicket. Disappointed with that dismissal, I think.
Yeah, the team itself, Khulna Titans, will be disappointed with the start. Lachin Munawara was very good. The quickest one now is the one that got him the wicket of Nazmul Hasan. Nazmul Hasan Shantu opened the innings in the last match, and now is sent in the middle order. Going drifting down the legs, and I mean you need to put back to ball, and you need to make sure that you pick up a single. End of the over, 38 for 3.
একটু হিসাব করে চলতে হয় পিক আওয়ার সিন তো সকালে এটা দুপুরে এটা রাতে এটা কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসাব
বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সঙ্গে চালু করলে টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে, আর সাথে আছে 10 জিবি পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস। বাংলা লিংক।
বরফ দিলে ভীষণ শিরশির করে, কারণ আপনার দাঁত হয়তো খানিকটা ক্ষতিগ্রস্ত হয়ে গেছে। পেপসোডেন্ট প্রো সেনসিটিভে আছে HAP, যা দাঁতের সংবেদনশীল অংশকে মেরামত করে, দীর্ঘ সময়ের জন্য অস্বস্তির বিরুদ্ধে সুরক্ষা দেয়। বরফ দেয়া ড্রিঙ্কস আপনার শিরায় পৌঁছায় না। পেপসোডেন্ট প্রো সেনসিটিভ।
এখন গান শোনো কোনো ইন্টারনেট চার্জ ছাড়া।
Yonder Music. Download the #1 music app now. Exclusively Robi এবং Airtel userদের জন্য. No money for music.
Hello Fresh Super Premium Salt, iodine ও balanced minerals শরীরের ইলেকট্রোলাইট ব্যালেন্স করে, যেন আপনি থাকেন সবসময় অ্যাক্টিভ। Fresh Super Premium Salt, অ্যাক্টিভ সারাদিন।
বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলেই 20 GB বোনাস। এয়ারটেল।
Over the wicket and slip in place. Straight away down the track. What a greeting from the batsman. Mahmudullah Riyad straight away going down the track and hitting him over mid-on for a massive six.
The team's 40 for 3 after 7 overs. And it takes a fair bit of confidence to come down the wicket and play a shot like that first up to Taskin Ahmed, who was a chief destroyer in the last game for the Dhaka Titans. So, welcome. He got from Mahmudullah Riyad. That's a good shot.
Yeah, 3 for 31 in that match that you're talking about against Rongpur Riders for Taskin Ahmed. It was taken by surprise by Mahmudullah, but going down the track and hitting him over the top for a massive six. Good batting. Single taken. Very good from Mahmudullah. Yeah, Walton and Shanto opened the batting, and Klinger, the one man who was in form in the last match, also against Sylhet Sixers. But all three back in the hut. Important, really important for this pair. Khulna probably will be thinking, yeah, this pair can settle in and get in a bit of a partnership. 16 of 17 early days. What's more important for Khulna is that not to lose another wicket here. Oh, nearly going through the defenses. Is lucky. Very lucky. Inside edge onto the pad. Could have easily gone through the bat and pad, but it's somehow found the pad, and they've managed to pick up another single. Good work. Really good delivery from Taskin.
Yeah, and you're talking about that match. There it is. It was against the Rongpur Riders, and they looked like they were down and out, but a brilliant over from him. 3 for 31. And he had 2 wickets and 2 balls, and then there was a run out, a ball later.
Oh, this is good short. Well directed. He lost it in the end, Mahmudullah. Didn't know where it was going. Good stuff from Taskin.
And some serious bounce there. Well dealt with in the end by Mahmudullah. But that game that we're talking about, 3 for 31 against the Rongpur Riders, he built up quite a fair bit of steam, Atta. And you'll remember, we haven't seen too much pace. This is Riley Rousseau struggling against the spinners. And what they've done is they've got some of the balls to grip and turn, like that one. And then some of them have gone straight on, like that one. So certainly not easy to deal with, and Mahmudullah here is struggling. A little bit of extra bounce, and it's slammed into that top hand, and that won't be comfortable.
Yeah, it once said 102 for 3 when Taskin Ahmed came on to bowl, and let's have a look what he did on that occasion. And the rest of the over started with a couple of singles, a dot delivery, a wide down the leg side, and then this. Oh, what a delivery! Kicking out the leg stump, and there, and then straight next ball. He got another wicket, and then he was involved. He didn't pick up a wicket, but it's the boot that did the trick.
It was a magical over. And it's funny, just the day before we were talking on air, Atta, about how it just takes an over or a couple of deliveries to change the game. And this is the Dhaka Titans change room. Abul Bashar on the right, former Bangladesh captain, and technical advisor for them now. And they'll have lots of worries at the moment. 46 for 3, 2 balls short of the 8th over, and yeah, they're going to have lots to deal with. They're going to have to try and get decent partnership going in the middle here. It worked for them last time because Klinger batted through that middle period with Mamdullah that you mentioned earlier. But today, Klinger's gone, and they'll be hoping Mamdullah, who's there now and just taking a blow, can weather the storm.
Yeah, he can certainly bowl with some pace. Cut shot on that occasion, good intelligent stuff from the batter, just opening the face of the bat. Mahmudullah, rotating strike. It's always easy, just ease the nerves when you pick up a boundary in the very first over. You know, he picked up a massive 6 of the very first delivery from Taskin Ahmed, and then they're just managing to rotate the strike. So already 9 runs in this over. That's a poor delivery. That will go to the boundary. The keeper had no chance whatsoever. Right down the leg side. He could have finished off nicely, but he has to re-bowl. That brings up the 50 for Khulna. Look at this. Keeper had no chance whatsoever. Not good from Taskin. Losing the line and length. Where's the Yorker? Get another wicket, and it's going to be tough. Really tough for Khulna to come back after, if they manage to lose here, another wicket. Down the track, straight to the fielder. It's a dot to finish the over after 8. It's 52 for 3.
Got it! এই তো রাজবাড়ি
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই ম্যাচ দেখি সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে এক গ্রামীণ ফোন
কংগ্রাচুলেশনস
ওর কাপড় আমার কাপড়ের চেয়ে উজ্জ্বল হলো কি করে
কারণ সাধারণ ডিটারজেন্ট কাপড়ে পাউডারের স্তর ফেলে এবং কাপড়কে করে ফ্যাকাশে। নতুন রিন সম্পূর্ণ ভিন্ন, কাপড়ে দেয় নতুনের মতো উজ্জ্বলতা। নতুন রিন থাকুন উজ্জ্বল সব সময়।
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার।
From Misbah ul Haq in terms of his bowlers. At the moment it's a boundary to start the next over from Mahmudullah. He's been aggressive in the face of adversity as the captain of the Khulna Titans.
Yes, he's looking to play his strokes. Even though his side has lost 3 wickets, hasn't bogged him down. He knows the importance of a boundary in each over. Surely it'll help them recover from early losses. A side batting first, losing early wickets has become a familiar sight for us. And it accentuates the point. The sides batting first, they go out to bat without any plan. And have a look. Bowling wide of the crease. Trying to angle the ball away from the right-handed batsman. Yeah, coming back to the point. Batsmen, they go out without a plan. On a pitch like this where it's a bit of hell for the spinners and also the ball is moving around in the air for the faster bowlers, as a batsman you should have a measured approach, one. The other thing, a getaway stroke should be according to the demand of the pitch. You just cannot play any stroke on this kind of a pitch.
Been steady though from Munawera, who's had an interesting career. Was in the World T20 side in 2012, then got dropped in 2013 and made his one-day debut as late as August this year for Sri Lanka. looked at coming late into the reckoning. Useful with his off-spinners. Of course, a very aggressive left-handed opening batsman, but this can be a very useful... He has been good. At the end of his 3 overs, Munawira has got 1 for 16. Good start from Chittagong Vikings, and time for us to take a little breather with our first Bosundhara LP Gas strategic timeout.
রাতুল
অ্যাবসেন্ট
ফারা
অ্যাবসেন্ট
আরে এত বাচ্চা অ্যাবসেন্ট কেন? বাচ্চারা অসুস্থ, ডক্টরের কাছ থেকে শোনো।
যখন যায় জীবাণু হাত থেকে মুখে তখনই আমরা পড়ে যাই অসুখে।
এই জন্য সিলভার লাইফ বয়
জীবাণু থেকে রক্ষা করে লাইফ বয়। লাইফ বয় যেখানে অসুখ কম সেখানে লাইফ বয়।
বিশ্বের 1 নম্বর জোন প্রোটেকশন সোপ।
ও তো ক্যাডেট কলেজে ফার্স্ট বয় ছিল। কোন ক্যাডেট?
ময়মনসিং ক্যাডেট কলেজ।
কিন্তু ময়মনসিং ক্যাডেট তো মেয়েদের কলেজ।
ভিটামিন এ এর বাড়তি সুরক্ষাযুক্ত সুপার ফ্রেশ ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল, যা ওমেগা 3 ও 6 এর পারফেক্ট ব্যালেন্স এবং বেটা ক্যারোটিন সমৃদ্ধ। সুপার ফ্রেশ ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল, কিছু বাড়তি ভালোর জন্য।
কটেন এই তো রাজবাড়ি।
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। ম্যাপ দেখি সার্ভিসটা।
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
Yes, the sun shines smile, makes me feel this way. When I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
একটু হিসাব করে চলতে হয়। পিক আওয়ার সিম তো, সকালে এটা, দুপুরে এটা, রাতে এটা, কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসাব।
বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না।
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সঙ্গে চালু করলি টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে, আর সাথে আছে 10 GB পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস। বাংলা লিংক। অনলাইনে পছন্দের জিনিসটির পেমেন্ট বিকাশ করলে দুটো লাভ। 1, কেনাকাটা হবে ঘরে বসেই বাড়তি কোনো চার্জ ছাড়া, আর 2, আপনি পাবেন 20% পর্যন্ত ইনস্ট্যান্ট ক্যাশব্যাক। তার মানে ক্যাশের চেয়ে বিকাশ ভালো। আপনার একটা বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট আছে তো?
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি।
কনগ্রাচুলেশনস।
ওর কাপড় আমার কাপড়ের চেয়ে উজ্জ্বল হলো কি করে?
কারণ সাধারণ ডিটারজেন্ট কাপড়ে পাউডারের স্তর ফেলে এবং কাপড়কে করে ফ্যাকাশে। নতুন রিন সম্পূর্ণ ভিন্ন, কাপড়ে দেয় নতুনের মতো উজ্জ্বলতা। নতুন রিন, থাকুন উজ্জ্বল সব সময়।
That is the end of Bosundhara LP Gas strategic timeout. Time for the batting side to assess where they are at this stage after 9 overs. Not the best start at all, but a good recovery between the man from Bloemfontein, Riley Rousseau, and the local boy Mahmudullah Riyad, the captain of the Khulna Titans, with 18 of 14. Is really done well. For 3, looking a lot healthier than even 24 hours ago when the Rongpur Riders were really lost.
Yes, they have recovered a bit, but they have to carry on. Can't be complacent. A big effort is required.
Let's head down to just beyond the boundary line with Elena.
And it's a beautiful sunny day at the Shere Bangla Stadium, and I'm here with some fans. Are you guys from Khulna?
We're from Dhaka, but we're supporting Khulna.
So you must have been happy about yesterday's match.
We were delighted to see them perform well.
Been coming to a lot of matches at the BPL.
First time here, but BPL I have been following it, so but in the future definitely we're coming back more to support Khulna and Dhaka.
So you were in the stadium yesterday?
I was not. I was watching it from my television. I was glued to the stadium. Actually, the television.
Oh, you should have been here. It was amazing. It was a wonderful match. Look at that! Great. All right. What do you think about the game? bounce. I love the environment here, and I just love being here. It's a good game. Wonderful. All right. And over to commentary. Thank you.
Well, what a big hit. As they were appreciating the effort there, it could have been a catch, but just parried over the ropes for a maximum from Riley Rousseau. His second.
Well, that was a good pickup stroke, but opportunity for the fielding side. Fieldsman at square leg, actually messing it up. Again, just employing that whip stroke. Rousseau at the moment.
Really, Shomo Sarkar out on the boundary. Came to him at a very decent height. He didn't even have to leap on the boundary line. I reckon he should have taken it.
It's all about getting into good positions. Not only for the batsman, also for the fieldsman. Have a look. He was not in a great position. Opportunity missed. And look at the reaction.
Yeah, how life changes in a day. Taskin Ahmed, we just showed you the package of his 3 wickets. What a day he had. And today gone for 14 in his first over. Now he's gone for 22. He's only in his second over. He's had a catch dropped. Changed his length. Look at that, 50% in the very short area, a total of 80% either good length or beyond.
And that was the reason why Mahmoodullah, when he was introduced into the attack, he knows him, that there's no way he's going to pitch the ball up. He's going to pitch the ball back of the length, use his feet, hit him for 6. That's in the air. It'll be taken. Thank you very much, Shomo Sarkar. Didn't mess it up. Wicket number 4 and number 1 for the scheme.
What was Riley Rousseau thinking? He had given Shomo Sarkar a dress rehearsal. He messed that one up. And Shomo Sarkar says normally life doesn't give you second chances, but 2 balls later, it's almost an action replay. And this time they get it right. Rousseau goes for 25 and 68 for 4.
একটু হিসাব করে চলতে হয় পিক আওয়ার সিন তো সকালে এটা দুপুরে এটা রাতে এটা কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসাব
বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সংযোগ চালু করলেই টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সা 1 পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে আর সাথে আছে 10 জিবি পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস বাংলা লিংক
আমি ভয় পেলেও মা ভয় পেত না আর আমি যখন জিতে যাই বাংলাদেশের হয়ে তখন জিতে যায় মা
এমন হাজারো বাচ্চাদের স্বপ্ন জয়ে সাথে আছে ফ্রেশ ফুল ক্রিম মিল্ক পাউডার এর ট্রিপল অ্যাকশন ফর্মুলা নিশ্চিত করে স্ট্রেংথ ইমিউনিটি ও ইন্টেলিজেন্স ফ্রেশ ফুল ক্রিম মিল্ক পাউডার
আমি জিতলে জিতে যায় মা
বাইরে দেওয়ালের উপর ধুলো টিকতেই দেয় না এপেক্স আল্টিমা
এখন গান শুনো কোনো ইন্টারনেট চার্জ ছাড়া
Yonder Music, download the #1 music app now. Exclusively Robi এবং Airtel userদের জন্য. No money for music.
অনলাইনে পছন্দের জিনিসটির পেমেন্ট বিকাশ করলে দুটো লাভ 1 কেনাকাটা হবে ঘরে বসেই বাড়তি কোনো চার্জ ছাড়া আর 2 আপনি পাবেন 20% পর্যন্ত ইনস্ট্যান্ট ক্যাশব্যাক তার মানে ক্যাশের চেয়ে বিকাশ ভালো আপনার একটা বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট আছে তো
ক্যাশফুল শরতে ক্যাশফুল অফার হিরো এইচএফ ডিলাক্স স্প্লেন্ডার প্লাস আই স্মার্ট হাঙ্ক এবং গ্ল্যামার মোটরসাইকেলের উপর চলছে অবিশ্বাস্য ছাড় 5 বছরের ওয়ারেন্টি সহ তবে আর দেরি কেন আজই বুঝে নিন আপনার হিরো
এলো ফ্রেশ সুপার প্রিমিয়াম সল্ট এর আয়োডিন ও ব্যালেন্সড মিনারেলস শরীরের ইলেকট্রোলাইট ব্যালেন্স করে যেন আপনি থাকেন সবসময় অ্যাক্টিভ ফ্রেশ সুপার প্রিমিয়াম সল্ট অ্যাক্টিভ সারাদিন
বাইরে দেওয়ালের উপর ধুলো টিকতেই দেয় না এপেক্স আল্টিমা
Having hit a big 6, this is what he did.
Well, he was dropped, and then the other one fell short. He again tried that one. If he had to, he should have played that stroke with all the conviction in the world. With everything behind that stroke. It was half-heartedly played, and he had to pay the price. But a big wicket for Chittagong Vikings. They're back again, on top. End of the over, halfway through, it's 68 for 4.
একটু হিসেব করে চলতে হয়। পিক আওয়ার সিম তো সকালে এটা দুপুরে এটা রাতে এটা কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসেব।
বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না।
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সংযোগ চালু করলেই টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে, আর সাথে আছে 10 জিবি পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস। বাংলা লিংক।
ভাই একটা ফ্রেশ পানি দেন।
Hello, Tamim.
Hi.
Is it safe for him?
No.
Huh?
It's the safest.
Thank you, Tamim.
মেমব্রেন ফিল্ট্রেশন ও ড্রপলেট মেথড সহ মোট 15টি কঠিন ধাপে পৃথিবীর সর্বাধুনিক স্ট্যান্ডার্ড নিশ্চিত করে তৈরি হচ্ছে দেশের সবচেয়ে নিরাপদ পানি সুপার ফ্রেশ ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার।
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি।
Tanvir Haider comes on. Leg break bowler takes off the part-time off spin of Dilshan Munawera, who's done a great job for Misbah-ul Haq.
He should enjoy bowling on this pitch, Tanvir.
Dilshan Munawera reminds me a bit of his namesake in a sense, Tilakratne Dilshan, aggressive opening batsman, but also contributes very handily with his off-spinners. And in this format of the game, a part-timer can almost become a regular.
Especially on such a track, where there's a bit of grip for the spinners, a bit of turn. And if you could bowl sliders as an off-spinner, you become mighty difficult. Started off well. Trying to turn for the leg spinner, looking for two, misunderstanding. Has he got back? No, it's been referred.
I reckon he just made it back, but he almost looked as if he froze in his tracks for a brief second and then somehow made the dive. Have a look at that. Been sent upstairs. He lost his balance briefly mid-pitch.
He's safe. No damage done. Just have a look. At this point, Mahmoodullah resigned to the fact there is no second in that. And Arif kept coming. Lucky he got back. Still there. Nicely flighted delivery.
Yeah, that's the spinners today. That's Dilshan Munawera. Quicker delivery, getting rid of the third wicket to fall today. Oh, I say, where did that come from? The very straight, the very correct Mahmudullah Riyad, who needs to be repairing the innings, suddenly decides to pull that shot out of the cupboard.
What about cover drive? That was pitched right up. And if you're looking to play that reverse sweep, try and bend a little bit in order to execute that stroke. Turn, bounce. And a leg spinner can certainly make life difficult for the batsman on such a track.
We've had a few interruptions, but what an over it's been from the leg spinner. Just the 2 runs. Very effective bowling changes today from Misbah-ul Haq. He's been spot on.
Yeah, knows which card to show at what time. Misbah handling things very nicely. After 11, it's 71 for 4.
Got it!
এই তো রাজবাড়ি।
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। ম্যাপ দেখি। সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
রিয়ার সাথে লাঞ্চ। রাহুল, তুই হাত ধুয়েছিস? পুরো 1 মিনিট ধরে সাবান দিয়ে হাত ধুতে, তা না হলে জীবাণু থেকে যায়। ধুতে থাকো, ধুতে থাকো, ধুতে। এই বান্টি, তোর সাবান স্লো নাকি রে? লাইফ বয় হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ, মাত্র 10 সেকেন্ডে।
লাইফ বয় হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ 99.9% জীবাণু থেকে সুরক্ষা দেয় 10 সেকেন্ডে।
বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলেই 20 জিবি বোনাস। এয়ারটেল।
খেলা 100 হোক না হোক, আমাদের বাড়ি কিন্তু 100 হবে।
ঠিক তাই, ফ্লাই অ্যাশবিহীন আকিশ সিমেন্ট স্থাপনাকে দেয় 100 বছরের অধিক স্থায়িত্বের নিশ্চয়তা।
Wait till he picks up a wicket. Now, Amir Sohail, the reason I was building up to some of the part-time bowlers, coming back to your career, we've seen you bowl a lot.
I know what you're going to ask. Go on.
Now, what I was actually going to ask you is, if you had to classify yourself, would you call yourself a part-timer? You picked up 85 wickets in one-day cricket, and there was a time when you were bowling regularly. But if you had to classify yourself, how would it be?
Auxiliary bowler.
Define auxiliary.
Have you ever used an amp?
The music always comes out, the musical
this is
references.
One for CD player, one for phono, and then if you want to use any random thing, that's auxiliary.
Auxiliary bowler.
Have I defined it well or not? Or still have to try?
I think you reminded us of your love for music, and that proved it, but I think a lot of Pakistani cricket lovers would tend to disagree, because you were so effective, particularly in limited overs cricket. 85 wickets don't come by accident. But still, I was just, sometimes, if you, for example, captained your side, would you maybe tend to bowl yourself less than some other captain would?
Well, it depends on the situation and the conditions. Basically, it all depends, like I said before, on situation and the opposition.
Yeah, that was a good effort in the field there. And I think if he's not made contact with the ball after all that, he tried to avoid it, the sunglasses fell off, nothing made contact, he's fine.
I think that's 4. He just pushed that boundary line. And see, the ball travelled. And it's where those boundary lines should be. Look, the ball is coming towards the fieldsman, whether it's touched or not.
Question for you, Amir Sohail. If his body is touched, obviously it's 4. What if the ball has touched the sunglasses? Is that 5 runs?
Has to be.
Yes, because if it hit the helmet, which is part of your accessory, or a hat that's lying on the field, that is given as 5 runs. So the sunglasses should count.
Or a handkerchief.
Going to be a tough one.
It has to be 4.
All right, the third umpire wants another one.
Let common sense prevail there.
I reckon he did really well just to push the ball back, but after that the impact had him touching the boundary ropes. The ball was slowly rolling towards it. It was millimeters away from those sunglasses. We're having another look. It could be a matter of a couple of runs here. So the umpire needs to watch out for everything. So far, no contact. He's all right. Has it touched the sunglasses? If it touches the sunglasses,
Yeah,
we reckon it could be 5.
5 runs, yeah, for sure.
Not given as 5, not given as 4. Umpire just says runs, as in whatever you've run in that meantime. Just to finish that discussion on your bowling, got a few big scalps. I've just been told 4 times Richie Richardson, couple of times Brian Lara, and Sachin as well.
Well, they were not enjoying good run of form. That's why I was effective and prevailed in those situations. I was a lucky bowler. End of 12 overs, it's 75-4.
Congratulations.
ওর কাপড় আমার কাপড়ের চেয়ে উজ্জ্বল হলো কি করে?
কারণ সাধারণ ডিটারজেন্ট কাপড়ে পাউডারের স্তর ফেলে এবং কাপড়কে করে ফ্যাকাশে। নতুন রিন সম্পূর্ণ ভিন্ন, কাপড়ে দেয় নতুনের মতো উজ্জ্বলতা। নতুন রিন, থাকুন উজ্জ্বল সব সময়।
একটু হিসেব করে চলতে হয়। পিক আওয়ার সিম তো, সকালে এটা, দুপুরে এটা, রাতে এটা, কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসেব।
বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না।
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সংযোগ চালু করলে টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে, আর সাথে আছে 10 জিবি পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস। বাংলা লিংক।
More overs to go, 75-4 projected score. Going at this rate is just 125. Now the Khulna Titans really need to start scoring a little more frequently and try and get over the 150 mark. This is Tanveer today, turned in the last over from that delivery, and you can expect a leg spinner to extract more purchase out of the wicket than you would normally other spinners, and there's a little more evidence of that. But this is a period when the 2 batsmen in the middle, Ariful and Mahmudullah Riyad, the skipper, have got to ensure that they don't get bogged down. 15 runs in the last 3.2 overs. Strokes it smoothly. There is cover in the deep, and one is only a single run they're going to get. Play can tend to just meander along during these middle overs. This will be on the quick throw, and if it was directly to the stumps, maybe they would have an option. This is good covering by the non-striker.
I think Miss Bob will be disappointed with this. There's no ways that they should have got a run there. All he's done is defended it tentatively into the offside, and Field is pretty close in at point there. Really should have been better.
Almost getting a leading edge to another good run. These two have got their communications in order. So far 3 singles. Need a big one of the remaining ball. 6.08 the current run rate. Needs to get him move on. Something's got to give here, Tino. Well, he smashed that, and it's past the infield. Diving fielder and found the gap. Just what the doctor ordered for the Khulna Titans. After 13, it's 82-4.
স্যার লুজ প্লিজ। এমন ঝড়ের গতিতে সব লিখে ফেলতে ম্যাটাডোর বল পেন, এতে আছে জার্মান হাই ফ্লো ইঙ্ক, লেখাকে করে সুপার ডুপার ফাস্ট এন্ড ফাস্ট। গট ইট।
এই তো রাজবাড়ি।
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই।
ম্যাপ দেখি। সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
This is sunshine smile, makes you feel this way. When I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
Rosa and Mahmudullah got one, and there's one going now. 14 so far, this one worth. Luis Rees, the left arm medium from AKS end, and he's got just the 5 wickets in his 20-over career. They're part-time bowler, but they are the ones. Right, it's wonderful to see Qazi Shahid Ahmed at the stadium today. He's of course the father of Qazi Nabil Ahmed and Qazi Inam Ahmed, the owners of the Khulna Titans. He's been a real stalwart among sports organizers of Bangladesh since the late 70s. We've seen him at the helm of Abahani Limited, the premier sporting club of Bangladesh, and all types of sports, whether it was football, cricket or hockey. He was always there, and it's wonderful to see him after a long time at the stadium supporting his son's team. One son now looks after football. Qazi Inam Ahmed is in charge of the cricket, and he's really focused, really interested. Team's making a comeback after early stutters. Now, Tino, what do these boys have to do in the middle, the batters?
I think they just need to push on for a little bit longer. And the reason I say that, because yes, they do have a couple of guys who can come in afterwards and try and capable of playing the big shots, but we need to bear in mind that the wicket hasn't been easy to play on, and the longer you bat, the easier it gets, especially somebody like Mahmudullah. He's got 29 off 27 now. He needs to make sure he's there towards the end. And I know they haven't got many, 83 for 4, 84 for 4 now, halfway through the 14th over. But it hasn't been a pitch where we've seen people score massive scores from yesterday. So I think it's important that they bat on for as long as possible, try and give themselves the last 3 overs to make sure that they get a decent total. These are the men to come. We know Brathwaite can hit a long ball, and he did in the last game. Jofra Archer gave us a decent innings of 35 in the first game. But different surface, wasn't as difficult to start as it has been in Dhaka.
That was a good stop there at backward point. That's what the fielder's got to do, ensure that the ball does not go past them. Good work. As the team wagon wheel for Khulna Titans runs all around the ground, but they could do with some more of those red ones. 6s are required now, at least the boundaries, not too many so far. And the trend continues. They seem to be content to just milk the runs, but it's not going to be enough. I think they should have a couple of big overs now. Really need to just throw caution to the wind and try to take the attack to the bowlers. Just can't afford to sit back and wait for things to happen. A little proactive, a little more positivity. There you go, just what was needed. Mahmudullah Riyad dancing down the wicket and getting the maximum. Right at the right time. Marvelous from the captain. 14 overs have been completed. It's 94, and I think the umpire is going to signal soon. There it is, confirmation that it is time for the Boshundhara LP Gas strategic timeout.
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি
বরফ দিলে ভীষণ শিরশির করে, কারণ আপনার দাঁত হয়তো খানিকটা ক্ষতিগ্রস্ত হয়ে গেছে। পেপসোডেন্ট প্রো সেনসিটিভে আছে HAP, যা দাঁতের সংবেদনশীল অংশকে মেরামত করে, দীর্ঘ সময়ের জন্য অস্বস্তির বিরুদ্ধে সুরক্ষা দেয়। বরফ দেয়া ড্রিঙ্কস আপনার শিরায় পৌঁছায় না। পেপসোডেন্ট প্রো সেনসিটিভ।
কটেন এই তো রাজবাড়ি।
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই।
ম্যাপ দেখি
সার্ভিসটা।
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে 1টা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
কংগ্রাচুলেশনস।
ওর কাপড় আমার কাপড়ের চেয়ে উজ্জ্বল হলো কি করে?
কারণ সাধারণ ডিটারজেন্ট কাপড়ে পাউডারের স্তর ফেলে এবং কাপড়কে করে ফ্যাকাশে। নতুন রিন সম্পূর্ণ ভিন্ন, কাপড়ে দেয় নতুনের মতো উজ্জ্বলতা। নতুন রিন, থাকুন উজ্জ্বল সব সময়।
নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলেই 20 জিবি বোনাস। এয়ারটেল।
এখন গান শোনো কোনো ইন্টারনেট চার্জ ছাড়া।
Yonder Music. Download the #1 music app now. Exclusively Robi এবং Airtel userদের জন্য. No money for music.
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি।
ও একদিন মানুষের মতো মানুষ হবে, তাই ওর জন্য আমরা নিয়ে এসেছি মাত্র 10 টাকায় সেরা স্বাদে নাম্বার 1 পুষ্টি প্রতিদিন, স্বাদে ভরা সেরা পুষ্টি।
Now that he's found confidence, he can dispatch it into the pavilion.
And it's been punished. It's number 2 in this over for Bharadwaj. And Simmons gives him the charge, hits him over the blocking shot. And taken. What a wicket. Got it. DJ Bravo in action again.
BPL Season 5, Rajshahi Kings vs Kumilla Victorians. Today at 6 p.m. live on GTV. Also on Rabbitol app.
বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলেই 20 জিবি বোনাস। এয়ারটেল।
And we saw Lewis Reese throughout his over, bowling a lot of slow balls, taking the pace off the ball. And that's why he decided to go down the wicket, get some momentum to get that ball up and over the infield. It's a really good shot. 36 from 29 he's moved on to. And if they can just carry on like this, Shamim, I think for the next 4 or so overs, and to give them a chance to have some batters at the end to have a good hit.
Tanvir Haider is going to come in once again for his third over. Just giving away 10 runs. Ariful Haq can also strike the ball, but he's just got 6 from 11. Now, what does he do? Does he give the strike back to his captain? Got to target Tanvir Haider, I think, the leg spinner. He's being very, very suspicious in his approach. Even if he does play a ball which is rather defensive, he try to find the angles. He's get the strike back to Mahmudullah Riyad. He's more positive now, and that's good work by Tanvir Haider. Just got a hand to it, and lucky maybe for Mahmudullah Riyad, he dived back. Ball could have gone on to hit the stumps.
That's a good stop. Especially when the man's come down the wicket and he's hit the ball as hard as he did. And he's got a good firm hand on it. If that ball hadn't had ricocheted towards the stumps, could have been trouble. Down the ground, good shot, and all the way to 6.
Brilliant, that's the way to go about it. This is the time when they should take the game by the scruff of the neck, and both Captain Mahmudullah Riyad in last over and Ariful Haq has joined the party. It's coming, the acceleration coming at the right time. I thought they might just target Tanvir Haider because it is difficult for a leg spinner to control things. There he goes, checks a shot, but is good cricket. This is just played away into the open space at mid-wicket, and they go through quickly for a single. A couple of balls ago, an opportunity. There you see the ball deflecting away. You get a look square on, it'll tell you that Mahmudullah would make his ground. Use of the feet once again, and this time into the deep at long off. They go through quickly for the first. Here comes the second run. Here's the throw, but it's good running between the two.
This is good, sensible cricket. Shamim, 100 up, 101 for 4 now. But again, good use of the feet. Got to the pitch of the ball, smothered the spin, and he's hit it firmly to the left of the man at long off. But because he's already advanced down the wicket, Shamim, that allows him to be able to get that single and
বরফ দিলে ভীষণ শিরশির করে, কারণ আপনার দাঁত হয়তো খানিকটা ক্ষতিগ্রস্ত হয়ে গেছে। পেপসোডেন্ট প্রো সেনসিটিভে আছে HAP, যা দাঁতের সংবেদনশীল অংশকে মেরামত করে, দীর্ঘ সময়ের জন্য অস্বস্তির বিরুদ্ধে সুরক্ষা দেয়। বরফ দেয়া ড্রিঙ্কস আপনার শিরায় পৌঁছায় না। পেপসোডেন্ট প্রো সেনসিটিভ।
Now that he's found confidence, he decided it.
And it's been punished. Hit number 2 in this over for Vadodara. Simmons gives him the charge, hits him over the infield. That's a good looking shot. And Taker, what a wicket. Got him. DJ Bravo in action again.
BPL Season 5, Rajshahi Kings vs Comilla Victorians. Today at 6 p.m. live on GTV. Also on Rabitol app.
আরা তো হারি আরা হেগরে জিতাই দিছি আরা বুঝানোর চেষ্টা করছি যে আরা এমনি খেলি এরপর যখন তামিম দেখবো তখন বুঝতে পারছো রাম আর রাম রাম আর রাম আমরা তো ছাদ দিয়ে সবাইকে মগ ডালে চখাম করে উঠিয়ে দিয়েছি মগ ডালে ঝুলছে আমাদের তো স্বভাব নাই যে আমরা তল থেকে মই সরিয়ে নিব আর টপাক করে পড়ে যাবে ঘুমিয়ে ঘুমিয়ে কাপটা নিয়ে যাব
চোখ রাখুন ফ্রেশ নিবেদিত ক্রিকেট তত্ত্বতে শুধুমাত্র জিটিভিতে।
দ্যাট ইজ ভ্যাসলিন প্রেজেন্টস ক্রিকেট মেনিয়া। আমি মারিয়া আছি আপনাদের সাথে। এই ভেন্যুটা দেখতে একদম বিদেশি ভেন্যুর মতো। আই এম লাভিং দ্য ফ্যাক্ট এই ভেন্যুটা এত সুন্দর।
যে সেটিংটা দিয়ে এটা শুরু হচ্ছে অসাধারণ। আমার মনে হয় যে বিপিএল ইজ গেটিং অফ টু আ ফ্যান্টাস্টিক স্টার্ট। টিম এফর্টটা থাকতে হবে। ইউ নিড টু হ্যাভ দ্যাট সাপোর্ট।
চমৎকার খেলা হবে সেটা আমাদের প্রত্যাশা এবং বিপিএল সিজন 5 নিয়ে আমরা জিটিভি আছি আপনাদের সাথে।
Wesleyan presents Cricket Mania every match day before the match only on GTV.
কাকু বিপিএল শুরু হয়ে গেছে কলাম বিপিএল শুরু হয়ে গেছে চারিদিকে জয় জয় চলতে আছে এবং আরো চলবে ও আপনারা একটু অবাক হইছেন বরিশাল টিম নাই কিন্তু মুই বরিশালের ভাষায় এখানে কথা বলতে আসি কোনো টেনশন করবেন না বরিশাল নাই তাতে হইছে কি মুই একা বরিশালে হইয়া সবগুলা টিমের এইবার নাচামু এবং করে কি যে করমু এইয়া এখন চুপচাপ থাকি পরে এটা নিয়ে আলাপ করব না খেলা হবে মাঠে তর্ক হবে জিটিভিতে আমি আছি ক্রিকেট তক্কের সাথে জিটিভিতে আপনারা আমাদের সাথে থাকবেন
চোখ রাখুন ফ্রেশ নিবেদিত ক্রিকেট তত্ত্বতে শুধুমাত্র জিটিভিতে।
ফ্রেশ প্রেজেন্স ক্রিকেট এক্সট্রা থেকে আমি সামি আফরিন আপনাদের সবাইকে ওয়েলকাম করছি। ফ্রেশ
দেখেন কিন্তু देयर इज अ প্ল্যান।
এইভাবে ফরেন প্লেয়াররা এখানে বিভিন্ন টিমের সাথে অ্যাকোয়াইন্টেড হচ্ছে।
ওয়ার্ল্ডের টপ ক্লাসের প্লেয়াররা কিন্তু আপনার বিপিএল এ খেলছে।
Fresh presents Cricket Extra every match day after the match only on GTV.
Now that he's found confidence, he can dispatch it into the pavilion.
And it's been punished. Hit number 2 in this over for Vadodara. Simmons gives him the charge, hits him over the infield. That's a good looking shot. And Taker, what a wicket. Got him. DJ Bravo in action again.
BPL Season 5, Rajshahi Kings vs Comilla Victorians. Today at 6 p.m. live on GTV. Also on Rabitol app.
শুরু হয়ে গেল
বহুল প্রতীক্ষিত বাংলাদেশ প্রিমিয়ার লিগ 2017-এর পঞ্চম আসর। অধিনায়ক ড্যারেন সামি উইকেটে আসার পরেই খেলায় ফিরে আসে রাজশাহীতে। বাংলাদেশ জাতীয় দলের টেস্ট অধিনায়ক মুশফিকুর রহিম জুটি বাঁধেন রনি তালুকদারের সাথে, কিন্তু হতাশ করেনি মারুফকে ব্যাট। দ্যাট ইজ ভ্যাসলিন প্রেজেন্টস ক্রিকেট মেনিয়া। আমি মারিয়া আছি আপনাদের সাথে। এই ভেন্যুটা দেখতে একদম বিদেশি ভেন্যুর মতো। আই এম লাভিং দ্য ফ্যাক্ট এই ভেন্যুটা এত সুন্দর।
যে সেটিংটা দিয়ে এটা শুরু হচ্ছে অসাধারণ। আমার মনে হয় BPL is getting off to a fantastic start.
The clean catch, and that is in fact a wicket. The fielder exults, as does Stian Fonsel. Mahmudullah goes for 40. It was Animal who took the catch. It's 103 for 5. Big Carlos Brathwaite has come out to the middle. They'll want a few big shots from him there. Starts off tentatively against Taskin Ahmed. I'm still pitch side here with Stian Fonsel. We haven't quite seen you on the field, but hopefully you'll get a chance very quickly.
Yeah, the teams with the big squad is difficult, and with the team playing well, it's difficult to get a spot. But there's still 9 games left after this. Well, I think 8 games left after this, so I'll wait my chance. But yeah, it's lovely to be here and lovely to be a part of the BPL.
Yeah, with Ricky Brathwaite on strike, I think all of us need to take cover. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Taskin Ahmed, another success in this over. Bullet shot, that's been hoisted. Is it going to go to the distance? It sure is. A long, long way. The big man gets a big 6.
I think I'm going to keep my mouth shut up here, Shamim, because I said it's a wicket that's not easy to walk out and start hitting from ball 1 from. He's gone from ball 2, and that is a beautiful strike. Just a second ball, and those that listened to Amir Sahaya a little bit earlier, he said, batsmen know Taskin Ahmed is most likely going to drop that ball shorter than bowl fuller. It's exactly what he's done there, and that's a good hit. Good start to the innings. Not happy, the captain.
Understandably so. It's been an odd mix. He's got himself a wicket in a full toss and a short pitch delivery also. That's guided quietly away. Soft hands allows him to saunter through for a single. 16 overs done, 110 for 5.
বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলেই 20 জিবি বোনাস। এয়ারটেল।
এখন গান শুনো কোনো ইন্টারনেট চার্জ ছাড়া।
Yonder Music. Download the #1 music app now. Exclusively Robi এবং Airtel userদের জন্য. No money for music.
This is just mine. Makes you feel this way. When I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি।
He scored 40 runs. And just when he was looking to take the game away from the opposition, he was picked up. And now it's up to Brathwaite to get them to a decent total.
Another pole, boys.
Have a look. Old-fashioned heave from Brathwaite against the turn. Well, have a look. Oh, what a brilliant effort. Terrific catch.
I think this is a good move to bring on Sanjamul Islam. He's played that. We'll have to wait and see whether he got some part of the bat, but he's picked up a boundary. The ball moving away from the right-hander, and he's only given away very few in his first 2 overs that he has bowled.
I'm with you, Athar. It's a good move, potentially, but the left-arm spinner, Tanzamul, has to give the ball a bit of air. He has to try and spin the ball rather than darting towards the batsman. Don't provide any pace. Once again, darting the ball, a tad short. That was enough for Brathwaite. Second 6.
He has bowled a little bit flatter and quicker down the leg side. First he was done for a boundary, and this time it was a little bit short, and was good enough for Bradford to go on to the back foot and pulled it away all the way. He's using the long handle really well here. 10 in the last 2 deliveries.
Huge shout. Brathwaite, tall man, long way out of the crease.
Come on, boys.
It wasn't a bad shout. Again, a quickish delivery. Hit into the gap. And a good over. was some good batting from these two batsmen. We'll have a look. They have bowled really short, especially the faster bowlers. And that's why Khulna Titans, from a hopeless situation to a very bright situation here, best out breath rate on that occasion. And he is livid with himself.
Yeah, it's due to the fact that the last 2 overs they picked up at 36 runs. Incredible. We saw Carl Brathwaite going on to smash a couple of sixes, and but it was Al-Ful Haq really took the bowlers on. Good toss. Thank you very much. Don't bother running. It's on. Right over the top of the bowler. Brings it to 150.
Wrong tactics from the bowlers. These two batsmen, they are destroying good deliveries. And what was bowler thinking? High full toss. Was he going to get away with it? No way. Another 6. For a delivery. Total. Once again a good over for Khulna Titans.
Yeah, he already took it and stunner. This could have been another great catch. Just a touch away from Anamulak Bijoy.
Was a valiant effort. Nonetheless, have a look. They tried really hard to catch that one. It wasn't to be. 4 runs added into the total. Once again a good over for Khulna Titans.
Yeah, he already took it and stunner. This could have been another great catch. This could have been a great catch. Just a touch away from Anamulak Bijoy.
Was a valiant effort. Nonetheless, have a look. Here's the evidence. Jofra Archer is the new man in. He's no mug with the bat. Can donk the ball around. Look at the run rate. Ascending 8.32. Jofra into action. And how comfortably he hit that ball for 4 runs. Excellent stroke.
Excellent piece of timing, Amir. Because there was a man in that direction long on, but had no problems even getting closer. He just put that away into the gap. That is a beautiful shot all along the carpet also.
Easy as you like, Arthur. Easy as you like. Not a lot of fuss about that stroke. Just a mere roll of the wrist. Have a look. Well, a batsman has frequent the ball towards onside, especially long on and mid-wicket, regularly. Not a lot on the offside.
He's been very successful.
That's in the air and disappears. Wow. Brilliant stuff in last 4 overs from Khulna Titan batsmen. Oh, they have gone after the bowlers and gone after the bowlers in a big time.
What a shot. Shimmy down the track. Just for a moment I thought he's not middle it, but he has a middle it. He's gone many a miles. He's gone over the long on fielder and it's gone for another 6.
And so has the bowler. Hero from the previous match, Taskeen, has picked up 2 wickets but has gone for plenty. Testing the batsman with a short pitch delivery. Very lucky to get away with that.
Yeah, the score looking good and healthy for Khulna. At one stage, 65 for 4. Beg your pardon, 68 for 4 in 9.5 overs. And since then, they've not looked back. He'll be a happy man, Mahela Jayawardene.
Well, Chittagong Vikings have themselves to blame. They had the game by the scruff of the neck, but allowed this game to slip away from them. Had picked up 4 wickets under 10 overs for just 68 runs. How could you allow an opposition to make a comeback and come back this strong?
Well, thanks to Ariful Haq, and then it was obviously a Brathwaite. Don't forget the crucial role that Mahmudullah Riyad played. And it's 69 runs in the last 4.5 overs has given Khulna something, a lot to cheer about, because as I mentioned at halfway stick they were be ending up in a low total, but now it's 170 for 6 and 1 more ball to be bowled.
And for me, it's a winning total on such a track. It'll be hard work. But Chittagong batsman, add few more or not? No, it's taken. Wicket number 3 for Taskeen. And the innings ends at 170 for 7 after 20 overs. That's a huge effort, considering they were 68 for 4 at one stage. A good catch once again in the deep. Quite comfortably held.
Yeah, really good stuff. Ariful Haq, I think, made a very good contribution. 40 of just 25, ensuring that his team, Khulna Titans, ended up on a score that they'll be much pleased. As we have been mentioning that at half stage, they were 4 down for 68. But after that, it's 170 for 7. I think it's a very challenging total. And it's going to be hard work, as you mentioned, Amir. But you never know. Things can change so quickly in a matter of overs. That's exactly what happened for Khulna. So credit to Khulna to come back strongly and ending up at 170 for 7.
Well, it's time to catch up with Gotham.
Yes, today Carlos Brathwaite was at another level, literally and otherwise. So I'm going to come to him somewhere up there. At the stage you were in when you walked out, you needed an innings like that. 50 partnership of just 18 balls.
Yeah, we knew that, you know, from the 2 games that I played before, lost wickets early and walked about it sensibly like Mahmudullah and Arif did. Riley did it to a certain extent that it set us up in the back end. We were always aiming for at least 130, and we knew if we had a good finish that we could get close to 150, and we exceeded it and got 160, so happy days.
The pitch didn't look exactly that friendly for batting, so you had to adapt, but once you did, you were going.
The boys actually said it was a good wicket. We lost a couple nothing wickets earlier. Just poor judgment, and that happens sometimes. But the message from the boys that got out was always good wicket. Just go and get yourself in, and then leave it, set it up in the back end for the boys with the power. So thankfully we came off today, and it gives the bowlers something to bowl at.
Your big hitting seemed to rub off on your partner. What were you telling Ariful between sixes? You seem to be telling him to calm down a bit.
No, tell him to stay positive. I know the power he has from seeing him in the nets, and I thought earlier it looked as if he was just trying to give Mahmudullah the strike. So I just told him, stay positive. If me and him stay to the end, we get close to 150, and we got closer to 170, so happy days.
Right at the end, you can never take a Bajan out, even though he plays in England. Jofra Archer, both you and him will play a role with the ball.
Hopefully, he's the next big thing. Hopefully he lives up to that billing, and hopefully he can outdo him today, or there'll be plenty of banter when we get back to your hotel.
Good luck, mate.
Thank you.
Well, he's right. That 18th over really changed the complexion of the game.
একটু হিসাব করে চলতে হয়। পিক আওয়ার সিম তো সকালে এটা, দুপুরে এটা, রাতে এটা, কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসাব।
বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না।
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সঙ্গে চালু করলেই টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সা 1 পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে, আর সাথে আছে 10 জিবি পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস। বাংলা লিংক।
This is sunshine smile, makes me feel this way. When I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
Got it!
এই তো রাজবাড়ি। আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই।
ম্যাপ দেখি সার্ভিসটা।
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
তোর না প্রিমিয়ার, কিন্তু চুল বাঁধার টাইম কই?
ডোন্ট ওয়ারি, খোপা বেঁধেই যাব। নতুন সানসিল্ক ইনস্টাবান, প্লেস করো, রোল করো এবং বেন্ড করো সহজেই, আর খোপা বাঁধো ইনস্ট্যান্টলি। সানসিল্কের সাথে পাও ইনস্টাবান ফ্রি। ইনস্টাবানে খোপা বাঁধা ফান এন্ড ইজি। তো বুঝে নাও তোমার ইনস্টাবান ফ্রি।
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি।
অনলাইনে পছন্দের জিনিসটির পেমেন্ট বিকাশ করলে দুটো লাভ। 1, কেনাকাটা হবে ঘরে বসেই বাড়তি কোনো চার্জ ছাড়া, আর 2, আপনি পাবেন 20% পর্যন্ত ইনস্ট্যান্ট ক্যাশব্যাক। তার মানে ক্যাশের চেয়ে বিকাশ ভালো। আপনার একটা বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট আছে তো?
No money for music. এখন গান শোনো কোনো ডেটা চার্জ ছাড়া। Yonder Music exclusively Robi এবং Airtel ইউজারদের জন্য। Download the #1 music app now.
বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলেই 20 জিবি বোনাস। এয়ারটেল।
ভাই তুমি চা বানাই দিলা?
এক কাপ চাই যদি বানায় খাওয়াতে না পারি, কমিশনার হওয়ার পরে কি করব?
ভাই তুমি যেরকম নাম্বার 1,
তোমার চাও কিন্তু নাম্বার 1।
এমন নাম্বার 1 মানুষদের জন্যই নাম্বার 1 চা পাতা, কন্ডেন্স মিল্ক আর চিনির দুর্দান্ত কম্বিনেশনে 1 কাপ নাম্বার 1 চা। নাম্বার 1 এর জয় সব সময়।
গট ইট!
এই তো রাজবাড়ি। আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই।
ম্যাপ দেখি সার্ভিসটা।
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
খেলা 100 হোক না হোক, আমাদের বাড়ি কিন্তু 100 হবে।
ঠিক তাই, ফ্লাই অ্যাশবিহীন আকিশ সিমেন্ট স্থাপনাকে দেয় 100 বছরের অধিক স্থায়িত্বের নিশ্চয়তা।
একটু হিসাব করে চলতে হয়। পিক আওয়ার সিম তো সকালে এটা, দুপুরে এটা, রাতে এটা, কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসাব।
বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না।
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সংযোগ চালু করলেই টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সা 1 পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে, আর সাথে আছে 10 জিবি পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস। বাংলা লিংক।
এমন আবেগের মধ্যে দিয়ে জন্মায় যে ভালোবাসার সন্তান, তার প্রয়োজন আমরা বুঝি। তাই ওর নাজুক ত্বকের সুরক্ষায় এসেনশিয়াল ময়েশ্চারাইজার নিয়ে মেরিল বেবি লোশন আগলে রাখে পরম মমতায়। এখন মমতা হোক আরেকটু বেশি, কারণ মেরিল বেবি লোশনের 100 মিলির প্যাকে পাচ্ছেন মেরিল বেবি টুথপেস্ট, আর 200 মিলি প্যাকের সাথে মেরিল বেবি সোপ একদম ফ্রি।
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি।
একটা টিকিট প্লিজ।
হাই রাফি।
জেসিয়া। না না, 2টা টিকিট।
সিনেমা যে কোনো মুহূর্তে লাগতে পারে ফ্রেশনেস। সাথে রাখো সব সময় সেন্টার ফ্রেশ।
সিনেমা
সেন্টার ফ্রেশ। সাথে রাখো সব সময় সেন্টার ফ্রেশ।
সিনেমা
সেন্টার ফ্রেশ, ম্যাজিক অফ ফ্রেশনেস।
গট ইট। এই তো রাজবাড়ি। আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই।
ম্যাপ দেখি।
সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
প্রতি বছর দেশে হাজারো কোটি কিলোমিটার রাস্তায় গাড়ি চলে শুধুমাত্র মোবিল ইঞ্জিন অয়েলে। সেই মোবিল এখন পাওয়া যাচ্ছে নতুন স্লিম প্যাকে, যার ইজি গ্রিপ, ব্যবহারের স্বাচ্ছন্দ্য আর ফিজিক্যাল ইন্ডাকশন সিল ও ব্যাচ নাম্বার দেয়। আসল মোবিল অয়েলের নিশ্চয়তা। মোবিল, চালু থাক আপনার উন্নতির যাত্রা।
বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলেই 20 জিবি বোনাস। এয়ারটেল।
ক্যাশফুল শরতে ক্যাশফুল অফার। হিরো HF ডিলাক্স, স্প্লেন্ডার প্লাস, আই স্মার্ট, হাং এবং গ্ল্যামার মোটরসাইকেলের উপর চলছে অবিশ্বাস্য ছাড়, 5 বছরের ওয়ারেন্টি সহ। তবে আর দেরি কেন, আজই বুঝে নিন আপনার হিরো।
একটু হিসেব করে চলতে হয়। পিক আওয়ার সিম তো, সকালে এটা, দুপুরে এটা, রাতে এটা, কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসেব।
বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না।
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সংযোগ চালু করলেই টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সা 1 পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে, আর সাথে আছে 10 জিবি পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস। বাংলা লিংক।
ভাই আমাদের ফেলগুলো
হবে ইয়াং ম্যান, সব তো 3G 4G না। কি হচ্ছে? চাইলেও লিখবেন, না চাইলেও লিখবেন। ম্যাটাডোর বল পেন, এতে আছে জার্মান হাই ফ্লো ইঙ্ক, লিখাকে করে সুপার ডুপার ফাস্ট, ফাস্ট এন্ড ফাস্ট।
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি।
বাইরে দেওয়ালের উপর ধুলো টিকতেই দেয় না। এপেক্স আল্টিমা।
বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলেই 20 জিবি বোনাস। এয়ারটেল।
This is sunshine smile, makes you feel this way. When I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
We're at the Sharad here in Mirpur, Dhaka, and of course for the AK's BPL 2017, powered by Shah Cement. This is what's transpired in the Khulna Titans innings after they were invited to bat first, and initial ideas about restricting them to a low score did not work because there was some fiery batting right at the end, and the bowlers came in for a bit of stick. Tuscan did end up with 3 wickets, but he leaked 43 runs. The 170 for 7 is what they garnered, and Chittagong Vikings need 171 to win from their 20 overs at quite a big asking rate of 8.55 runs per over to start off proceedings. Shommo Sarkar is going to have the responsibility of giving his team quick start. He's adept at that. Strike rate of 115.1. Just over 1,000 runs in his career, and he's partnered in the middle by Luke Ronke. Now, he was really enjoying himself. A lot of fireworks in his previous innings. And the bowling has Abujay Chaudhary Rahi is going to come in from the right, from the Shah Cement, and 18 wickets so far in his 20-over career. All set up to be a very, very interesting match. I've got Roshan Abhisingh alongside. Roshan, good afternoon, and how do you reckon the approach should be for the batters here?
Yeah, I do agree with you, Shamim. A very good afternoon to everyone joining us. It will have to be one big effort by Chittagong, I can tell you. Looking at the openers' stats, you could see that they got good strike rates. The averages aren't great. Here's the first ball anyway. Ronke on strike. And a little chip over mid-wicket. He'll be looking for 2, and that's what he gets. Chittagong will want a solid and a good start.
Well, if anyone can give them that, it's going to be that man. Luke Ronke is really looking dangerous in the last game and is maneuvering that very nicely. A lot of bottom hand on that one. Knew exactly what he was doing with it. Not trying to hit it too hard. Just over the infield. And that'll be good enough to get a couple to start off proceedings. Now, Abujay Chaudhary Rahi will be bored by the fact that the pace bowlers from the other side started off decently enough. Stroked, but straight to the fielder.
Looking to pitch it up. Getting a bit of shape away from the right-hander. Those are deliveries that Ronke would want to cash in. Now that ball was pitched up, drivable length. He'd be disappointed that he hit it straight to the fielder. T20 cricket means punishing everything that an opportunity permits. At least a single of every ball. Minimize the dots. Let's see what he does here.
Well, he's heard you, but it's up in there. There's a fielder coming underneath that one. He's waiting for it, uncups it. Catches that. Reverse cup. Well judged catch. Big, huge wicket. This one. So early in the innings. Well. Turn up for the books.
Mahmudullah Riaz. He's the catcher. Just got a lot of bottom hand into it. Lack of pace. Bat also turning in his the bat handle turning, I must say. So it was more height really than the distance. So he goes Ronke for 2. Well, that's not a great start. It's 1 for 2 Chittagong.
Got it! এই তো রাজবাড়ি আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই ম্যাপ দেখি সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি গ্রামীণ ফোন
আমি ভয় পেলেও মা ভয় পেত না আর আমি যখন জিতে যাই বাংলাদেশের হয়ে তখন জিতে যায় মা
এমন হাজারো বাচ্চাদের স্বপ্ন জয়ে সাথে আছে ফ্রেশ ফুল ক্রিম মিল্ক পাউডার এর ট্রিপল অ্যাকশন ফর্মুলা নিশ্চিত করে স্ট্রেংথ ইমিউনিটি ও ইন্টেলিজেন্স ফ্রেশ ফুল ক্রিম মিল্ক পাউডার
আমি জিতলে জিতে যায় মা
বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলেই 20 জিবি বোনাস এয়ারটেল
Shocker is on strike. Batsman crossed over and is lashed onto it. There's the fielder now waiting for it. Is this another one? It is! 2 wickets and 2 deliveries. Now that's very, very indisciplined from Shocker. Just saw the back of Ronke, and this time goes for the big one and holds out.
That's a big surprise to me. There's a deep mid wicket on the boundary, no square leg, and he's looking to hit it in front of square. Just picking Brathwaite on the boundary. I would have thought behind square leg maybe. He's gone without scoring. He's 2 for 2.
রিয়ার সাথে লাঞ্চ রাহুল তুই হাত ধুয়েছিস পুরো 1 মিনিট ধরে সাবান দিয়ে হাত ধুতে তা না হলে জীবাণু থেকে যায় ধুতে থাকো এই বান্টি তোর সাবান স্লো নাকি রে লাইফ বয় হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ মাত্র 10 সেকেন্ডে
লাইফ বয় হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ 99.9% জীবাণু থেকে সুরক্ষা দেয় 10 সেকেন্ডে
আমার
এমন আবেগের মধ্যে দিয়ে জন্মায় যে ভালোবাসার সন্তান, তার প্রয়োজন আমরা বুঝি। তাই ওর নাজুক ত্বকের সুরক্ষায় এসেনশিয়াল ময়েশ্চারাইজার নিয়ে মেরিল বেবি লোশন আগলে রাখে পরম মমতায়। এখন মমতা হোক আরেকটু বেশি, কারণ মেরিল বেবি লোশনের 100 প্যাকেট আছে।
এই বান্টি তোর সাথে স্লো নাকি রে? লাইফ বয় হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ মাত্র 10 সেকেন্ডে।
লাইফ বয় হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ 99.9% জীবাণু থেকে সুরক্ষা দেয় 10 সেকেন্ডে। এমন আবেগের মধ্যে দিয়ে জন্মায় যে ভালোবাসার সন্তান, তার প্রয়োজন আমরা বুঝি। তাই ওর নাজুক ত্বকের সুরক্ষায় এসেনশিয়াল ময়েশ্চারাইজার নিয়ে মেরিল বেবি লোশন আগলে রাখে পরম মমতায়। এখন মমতা হোক আরেকটু বেশি, কারণ মেরিল বেবি লোশনের 100 মিলির প্যাকে পাচ্ছেন মেরিল বেবি টুথপেস্ট, আর 200 মিলি প্যাকের সাথে মেরিল বেবি সোপ একদম ফ্রি।
এখন গান শোনো কোনো ইন্টারনেট চার্জ ছাড়া।
He had plenty of space and picked the man in deep mid-wicket. That's a very unusual position, deep mid-wicket to a fast bowler. You might have someone at square leg. So obviously, Mahmudullah did see something about Shah Musa.
সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
Was in the air for a while, as you'll see in the shot.
Yeah, hitting it on the up. They seem to enjoy it. There was an element of risk, definitely. Just a few inches either way, maybe a little bit to the right, that would have been fatal. That just seemed to be quite sharp. He's running in and really hitting the bat hard. That last one was over 140.
Yeah, he's very consistent. We saw him in Sylhet bowling 140 plus. Look at the fastest speeds he's generated, the fastest of the lot, 149 kilometers per hour. Subhashish Roy with 146. Mohammad Sami generated 145. So far, the fastest speeds in this edition. Oh, that's going to be close. Just maybe lucky. The impact outside the line of the off stump, I felt. That's what possibly saved him. But another good delivery.
Well, former under-19 West Indian player playing for Sussex. Just hitting the pad. Possibly the impact just outside the off stump. That would have been the reason, but I'm impressed with the pace he's generating. Fairly easy action. Just 22 years. Nice brisk approach, easy action. Strong shoulders. Oh, this is good. In the gap. Using the pace and using the space as well.
Absolutely. I think he just angled that back enough, as you see ball hitting back right at that moment. That little angle, closing of the pace, knowing and he's got this pickup shot safely through the vacant far corner mid-wicket area. So that's good from Anamul Haq. Has done too well in the recent past against 3 against Kumilla, 17 not out against the Rongpur Riders, which was decent enough. Right behind that, thinks of a run, not there. Completes the second over. It's 11 for 2.
Got it! এই তো রাজবাড়ি আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই
ম্যাপ দেখি সার্ভিসটা তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি গ্রামীণ ফোন
ভাই তুমি চা বানাই দিলা
এক কাপ চাই যদি বানায় খাওয়াতে না পারি কমিশন আওয়ার পরে কি করব ভাই
তুমি যেরকম নাম্বার 1
তোমার চাও কিন্তু নাম্বার 1
এমন নাম্বার 1 মানুষদের জন্যই নাম্বার 1 চা পাতা কলনেস মিল্ক আর চিনির দুর্দান্ত কম্বিনেশনে এক কাপ নাম্বার 1 চা নাম্বার 1 এর জয় সব সময়
স্যালুট প্লিজ এমন ঝড়ের গতিতে সব লিখে ফেলতে ম্যাটাডোর বল পেন এতে আছে জার্মান হাই ফ্লো ইঙ্ক লেখাকে করে সুপার ডুপার ফাস্ট
Smash that away. He's going to find the boundary. This is a good shot. Loose delivery, had the width, shortness of length, and he got punished.
Well, he'll enjoy this space. Dilshan Munawira loves this space. And this is another look at that LBW. The impact that's outside. Well, and hitting the top of the stumps, but it's the impact that matters. But Dilshan Munawira, I've seen him bad. I've seen him take on bowlers of this pace. Extreme pace could worry him. Spin bowling could be a concern. But this pace, he will enjoy.
Well, he didn't reckon that he'd come in so early. Virtually the very first over. And he must be very happy that he has done, because as you say, he prefers to play against the pace bowlers rather than the spinners who would be coming on later.
He's an opening batsman, so he's got the experience of playing the new ball. Generally a very punishing player. Doesn't seem to have hit his straps here. Let's see what he does. Good bouncer, well bowled, really pushed him back.
Wasn't the paciest of bowls, it's just that back of length manages to get that little bit of extra nip off the wicket. 130 kilometers. Abu Jaya Chaudhary 2 for 29 against the Dhaka Dynamites. Didn't get a wicket against the Sylhet Sixers, but has come back strongly. 2 wickets in his first over, was on a hat-trick. Pitches it up and driven up and over. Wow, easy as they come. Easy, one of the easiest maximums I've seen for a while.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, that Munawira's strength is to hit straight. Don't bowl that pace at that length. Just pitching it up. Back of a length, doesn't really play the pull shot too much, but loves to go over mid-off, mid-on. And that shot demonstrates his strength. Lot of power. And gone the distance.
He's gone for it again. There's a fielder running around, but I don't know. What a fantastic, I was about to say, I don't think he's going to get to it. But what a spectacular catch that is. Exceptional at cow corner.
Well, I think Munawira should consider himself very unlucky. That was a top draw catch. He was looking good, and that was a good shot. I wish we can show you the distance this fielder covered. He got a lot of height, and he ran the distance. And look at the finish, Riley Russo. What an outstanding catch. You've got to be an athlete. Oh, great catch. Munawira goes for 10. It's 21 for 3.
বাইরে দেওয়ালের উপর ধুলো টিকতেই দেয় না এপেক্স আল্টিমা
একটু হিসাব করে চলতে হয় পিক আওয়ার সিম তো সকালে এটা দুপুরে এটা রাতে এটা কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসাব
বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সঙ্গে চালু করলেই টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে আর সাথে আছে 10 জিবি পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস বাংলা লিংক
ক্যাশফুল শরতে ক্যাশফুল অফার হিরো HF ডিলাক্স স্প্লেন্ডার প্লাস স্মার্ট, হাঙ্ক এবং গ্ল্যামার মোটরসাইকেলের উপর চলছে অবিশ্বাস্য ছাড়, 5 বছরের ওয়ারেন্টি সহ। তবে আর দেরি কেন, আজই বুঝে নিন আপনার হিরো।
বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলেই 20 জিবি বোনাস। এয়ারটেল।
Well, Abu Jaya Chaudhary is really enjoying his day out. 3 wickets in his kitty so far. Induces the edge from Anamul Haq. Chase on here for the fielder. It's going to be a bit of a teaser. Fielder reaches it just inside and restricts them to a couple of runs. And wicket taking over that one, the third over, and it's 23 for 3.
Got it! এই তো রাজবাড়ি, আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। ম্যাপ দেখি, সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
Yes, the sun shines smile, makes you feel this way. When I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলেই 20 জিবি বোনাস। এয়ারটেল।
In favor of Titans team, Shafiul Islam. 65 wickets. He's into his 66th match. Wicket a match so far. Down the leg side, going to be a signal to wide. That's not the best way to start off. He's here because of this. This was one of the most spectacular catches I've seen. He hit it truly after hitting that 6. Looks around, but there you see Ronnie Russo reaching for it, extending. Before that, he covered a lot of ground in getting to that ball and ensured that it didn't leave his grasp. Brilliant stuff. Straight back to the bowler, deflects away.
Well, T20 cricket tells me that you don't need to be highly skilled for your wickets. I'm not taking anything away from the bowler. I mean, he's done his bit. He's got 3 wickets, but had a lot to do with luck running his way. But then sometimes you make your own luck.
A sleek looking helicopter, the modern types.
You seem to know a lot about helicopters. Is that one of yours? Is that one of yours flying over?
I wish it was one of mine. I used to have a lot of helicopters, to tell you frankly. But those are little toy ones, you know.
You've been very modest. You've been absolutely modest. You're modest.
You're crazy, man. Owning helicopters, you know how much.
It's not beyond you, Shamim. It's not beyond you. You own a factory.
You just concentrate on the game, okay? And it's an interesting game so far. That's driven down the ground. Straight as you can. Superb strike.
Yeah, great shot. Very good shot indeed. Look how straight the bat is. See, one thing about Misbah's cricket is you can be assured that it's very orthodox, very correct. It still get you runs, but someone who likes to play cricket in the proper way, as we call it. Look at that shot. Look at the bat. Look how perfect it is.
And quietly behind that one. 7 runs coming from the fourth over. It's 30 for 3.
Congratulations.
ওর কাপড় আমার কাপড়ের চেয়ে উজ্জ্বল হলো কি করে?
কারণ সাধারণ ডিটারজেন্ট কাপড়ে পাউডারের স্তর ফেলে এবং কাপড়কে করে ফ্যাকাশে। নতুন রিন সম্পূর্ণ ভিন্ন, কাপড়ে দেয় নতুনের মতো উজ্জ্বলতা। নতুন রিন, থাকুন উজ্জ্বল সব সময়।
প্রতি বছরে দেশে হাজারো কোটি কিলোমিটার রাস্তায় গাড়ি চলে শুধুমাত্র মোবিল ইঞ্জিন অয়েলে। সেই মোবিল এখন পাওয়া যাচ্ছে নতুন স্লিম প্যাকে, যার ইজি গ্রিপ, ব্যবহারের স্বাচ্ছন্দ্য আর ফিজিক্যাল ইন্ডাকশন সিল ও ব্যাচ নাম্বার দেয় আসল মোবিল অয়েলের নিশ্চয়তা। মোবিল, চালু থাক আপনার উন্নতির যাত্রা।
বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলেই 20 জিবি বোনাস। এয়ারটেল।
Make sure that they stay there and build some sort of partnership. At the moment, Khulna Titans on the top. And Amalak Bijoy has moved on to 12. He's taken a little bit of time, 10 deliveries for his 12 runs. He's picked up 2 boundaries. Misbah-ul Hasan has come on to bat. It's a wide delivery down the leg side. Original rate, required rate was 8.55. It's just gone up 8.75 now. Again down the leg side. Again, we'll have to wait and see whether it'll be signaled or wide, but it's not. Maybe a brush on the pad.
Sliding down the leg side again. Wait. Got some important wickets in the first game. Khulna was against Dhaka Dynamites. 89 matches, 78 wickets he's got in his T20 career. Oh, wide again. And he'll be disappointed with that. Wide down the leg side again. He's got to be careful because he's got a man up at 45. He's not back on the boundary. And all it takes is the batsman just to help himself. A little bit of bat on ball. There you see him on the right of your screen, and it'll be a boundary. That's much better. That's where he wants to be.
And Khulna are in a position because of the fact that the youngster, who's just 24 years of age, Abu Jahid, has bowled beautifully. He has bowled 2 overs and has picked up 3 wickets, given away 15 runs. Absolutely brilliant. Short pulled away. That's exactly what you're talking about, Tino. And he's put that away. It's just been drifting down the leg side throughout the over, and it's gone all the way.
Yeah, that's the area, and you can see he hasn't even tried to hit it. He knows the man is back inside the circle. And you can see all he did was just get a little bit of elevation on that ball, and it sailed into the boundary boards. So 38 for 3 they've moved on to now. The rate is certainly healthy. What's not is the wickets column. 3 down.
This time the fielder getting underneath it and takes it. Archer takes the catch. Another wicket falls. Anamulak Vijay departs after hitting a big 6 towards a fine leg. But he'll be very, very disappointed by looking at this dismissal. As Fuller just thought perhaps he could have cleared that man, but he did not. In the end, he has to depart.
18 he got, and another crucial wicket for Khulna. 38 for 4.
ও তো ক্যাডেট কলেজে ফার্স্ট বয় ছিল। কোন ক্যাডেট?
ময়মনসিং ক্যাডেট কলেজ।
কিন্তু ময়মনসিং ক্যাডেট তো মেয়েদের কলেজ।
ভিটামিন এ এর বাড়তি সুরক্ষাযুক্ত সুপার ফ্রেশ ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল, যা ওমেগা 3 ও 6 এর পারফেক্ট ব্যালেন্স এবং বেটা ক্যারোটিন সমৃদ্ধ। সুপার ফ্রেশ ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল, কিছু বাড়তি ভালোর জন্য।
ক্যাডেট, এই তো রাজবাড়ি।
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই।
ম্যাপ দেখি।
সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক দুইটা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
বাংলাদেশের একমাত্র ইলেকট্রিক আর্ক ফার্নেসে পরিশোধনের পর তৈরি হয় ভূমিকম্প সহনীয় স্টিল AKS।
Yeah, problems for Chittagong Vikings as he steps in. Sikandar Raza comes in at number 6. Best of 93 in a 20-over career. That is very good. Well, he's got to put in his best effort. They are in need of a partnership, and he's here because of this. Anamulak Bijor hit a massive 6, and in the very next ball, he tried to clear the infield. He was inside the circle. Archer, only to do is step back and says thank you very much. Easy catch in the end.
Yeah, that's disappointing. A couple of wides in the over already, a 6. They still had 4 balls to go. No need to play that shot. 5 gone, 38 for 4.
একটু হিসাব করে চলতে হয়। পিক আওয়ার সিন তো, সকালে এটা, দুপুরে এটা, রাতে এটা, কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসাব।
বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না।
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সঙ্গে চালু করলেই টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে, আর সাথে আছে 10 GB পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস। বাংলা লিংক।
This is sunshine smile, makes you feel this way. When I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
এখন গান শুনো কোনো ইন্টারনেট চার্জ ছাড়া। Yonder Music, download the #1 music app now, exclusively Robi এবং Airtel userদের জন্য. No money for music.
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি।
Now, oh, beautifully bowled, lovely delivery.
Very nicely bowled. First over went for 7. Weren't too many deliveries like this one, but that's beautifully bowled, angled into the right hander and hitting the seam and just leaving him. Lack of foot movement from Raza. Lucky not to get the outside edge. He does this time and it's gone wide of the keeper. That's wild bowled and disappointment for Sheffield.
I was just wondering why not get a slip in after that first delivery, because he had the ball getting in a position where the batsman was feeling okay, what I'm going to do. And when you have something happening in favor of the bowler, get a slip in now. You're already in a very strong position, 4 down for 42, and exactly that's what has happened. Outside edge, just away from the fielder. Could have been a regulation catch in the first slip. No slips yet. They've not posted a slip in. He's bowling well. He's certainly giving problems to the batsman. That's at the same stage. Khulna were 34 for 3, but they've lost one more wicket. Chittagong. It's this partnership. It's this pair which will need to ensure that they can go on. The pads and he splits it away. Beautiful piece of timing. He'll come back for the second. I'm just wondering whether he could have run the first one very hard, because I thought third was on. And the broadcast of Bangladesh Premier League 2007 is going all over the world. Bangladesh has been taken by Qazi TV and Machanga. Rabbit Hole app. In UK, you can watch on Free Sports. In the Caribbean flow. Then it's Krivjev, Middle East, US, Canada, Pakistan, South and Sub-Sahara Africa, Korea, Japan, China and Russia, Afghanistan and Southeast Asia. That's brilliant. Balak on strike. A couple of wickets, a couple of steps down the pitch, and this time he's come back for the second. This is good running. 9 runs in the door, 47 for 4.
Actor ticket, please.
হাই রাফি
জেসিয়া না না দুইটা টিকিট সিনেমা
যে কোনো মুহূর্তে লাগতে পারে ফ্রেশনেস সাথে রাখো সব সময় সেন্টার ফ্রেশ
সিনেমা
সেন্টার ফ্রেশ ম্যাজিক অফ ফ্রেশনেস
বরফ দিলে ভীষণ শিরশির করে, কারণ আপনার দাঁত হয়তো খানিকটা ক্ষতিগ্রস্ত হয়ে গেছে। পেপসোডেন্ট প্রো সেনসিটিভে আছে HAP, যা দাঁতের সংবেদনশীল অংশকে মেরামত করে, দীর্ঘ সময়ের জন্য অস্বস্তির বিরুদ্ধে সুরক্ষা দেয়। বরফ দেয়া ড্রিঙ্কস আপনার শিরায় পৌঁছায় না। পেপসোডেন্ট প্রো সেনসিটিভ।
বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলেই 20 GB বোনাস। এয়ারটেল।
The last couple of days has given lots of wickets to the fielding teams. Change of bowling from the Shah Cement end. Ashraf Hussain, 54 matches, 59 wickets in his 20-over career, an average of just above 19.15, and an economy of 6.3 for a spinner. Not bad.
The economy has been very good. Anything under 7 runs in an over in 2020 is considered pretty decent. But I've been impressed by the way the youngster Abu Jahid Chaudhary started in this fashion. Short, pulled away, don't bother, it's gone. It's a huge one. Brings up the 50.
That's a good shot. He's dropped that short and very quickly, Raza, on the back foot and deliberately hitting that ball up and over. We've seen a couple of batsmen today already getting caught on the boundary deep on the onside, but a good connection. Opens the count.
Good cricket, good run, very good run. Yeah, hit the first ball for a 6. I know the first ball I'm talking about, the one that he faced previously. First ball that Musharraf Hussain bowled was a dot delivery, and then taking on the fielders, picking up a quick single. Really good. The reverse comes out straight to the fielder, trying to be a little bit cheeky.
Interesting shot, as you say, but I don't know where he's trying to get a run there. There's a short third man, there's a backward point. I think he's better off trying to hit that ball in front of the stumps.
Yeah, spot on. Because once you have picked up a 6 in an over, early in the over, why not concentrate playing in front of the wicket and try to pick up a single? Easy there. Just put back to ball. There's no one in that area. After 7, 55 for 4.
রাতুল
অ্যাবসেন্ট
ফারা
অ্যাবসেন্ট
আরে এত বাচ্চা অ্যাবসেন্ট কেন? বাচ্চারা অসুস্থ, ডক্টরের কাছ থেকে শোনো।
যখন যায় জীবাণু হাত থেকে মুখে, তখনই আমরা পড়ে যাই অসুখে।
এই জন্য সিলভার লাইফ বয়
জীবাণু থেকে রক্ষা করে লাইফ বয়। লাইফ বয় যেখানে অসুখ কম সেখানে লাইফ বয়।
বিশ্বের 1 নম্বর জোন প্রোটেকশন সোপ।
খেলা 100 হোক না হোক, আমাদের বাড়ি কিন্তু 100 হবে।
ঠিক তাই, ফ্লাই অ্যাশবিহীন আকিশ সিমেন্ট স্থাপনাকে দেয় 100 বছরের অধিক স্থায়িত্বের নিশ্চয়তা।
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার।
Away. Should be 2 and isn't just the 1. got Alina down on the sidelines. Alina?
I'm here with some ladies from the Khulna team. And so have you guys been following all the matches?
Yes, very much so. We've been watching it very closely.
Okay, great, great. And this is your first time in the stadium here?
Yes, this is our first time in the stadium here.
For this year's tournament.
Great. And you've been watching the BPL and following?
Yes, absolutely. It's really exciting.
So which other matches have you seen?
All of them. We've been watching all the matches. On TV.
Okay, great, great. So you watched yesterday's match as well, yeah?
Both of them very closely.
Wonderful. So you'll be following all the matches till the end?
We hope to, yes. Yes, that's the plan.
And how are you enjoying being in the stadium?
It's so much fun. The energy, it's so different from watching it on TV. The energy, you're up close. You get to see the whole action of the field. It's really fun.
Good. And do you have any favorite players?
Do we? All the boys are playing good. I think there's no particular favorite.
You're proud of your team?
Of course we are. Proud of our captain, proud of our team. Really excited for them this year.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thank you. And over to commentary. Thank you.
Well, they will be very pleased. Khulna Titans initially picking 170 for 7 as we see Mahmudullah Riyad into the attack, striking outs at the off stump, and then picking up 4 wickets very quickly indeed. Mahmudullah, the captain, played a crucial role with the bat. 40 is what he got. It's very quickly indeed. Mahmudullah, the captain, played a crucial role with the bat. 40 is what he got when he batted. We spoke about that they lost early wickets as well at this stage, 52 for 3. But he steadied the ship, 72 wickets. Yeah, he's been quite severe on the leg side. He's eyeing that area from mid on to square leg. Anything short.
Fresh pani then.
Hello, Tamim.
Hi.
Is it safe for him?
No.
Huh?
It's the safest.
Thank you, Tamim.
মেমব্রেন ফিল্ট্রেশন ও ড্রপলেট মেথড সহ মোট 15টি কঠিন ধাপে পৃথিবীর সর্বাধুনিক স্ট্যান্ডার্ড নিশ্চিত করে তৈরি হচ্ছে দেশের সবচেয়ে নিরাপদ পানি সুপার ফ্রেশ ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার।
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি।
This is sunshine smile makes me feel this way when I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
স্যালুস প্লিজ এমন ঝড়ের গতিতে সব লিখে ফেলতে ম্যাটাডোর বল পেন এতে আছে জার্মান হাইফ্লো ইঙ্ক লেখাকে করে সুপার ডুপার ফাস্ট ফাস্ট এন্ড ফাস্ট
বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলেই 20 জিবি বোনাস। এয়ারটেল।
ভাবনা থেকেই ভালো কাজের শুরু। অ্যান্টিঅক্সিডেন্ট ও ফ্লেভোনয়েড সমৃদ্ধ ফ্রেশ প্রিমিয়াম টি খুলে দেয় ভাবনার দোর।
Researching about that, haven't you? Well, a good partnership is required to come back into this game. Chittagong Viking have heavily relied on their openers to get them to a decent totals, as opposed to their middle order batting, which has failed miserably in this tournament. And after losing openers cheaply today, it has become mighty difficult for them to make a comeback into this game. Look at the run rate. It has jumped to 9.30. And then they are facing these kind of deliveries. Not easy. Again, ball jumping.
You could see Sikandar Raza smiling after that because they've seen that line of attack. It's been relentless. They've spotted that area and he's realized it. Just getting up a little bit more than he would have thought, and just that was more in defense than anything else. Misbah deals with it very differently, a very different line as well to Misbah ul Haq. Partnership needs to hang around for a while. Remember, it's not too different from the situation Khulna found themselves in. 68 for 4 before the 10th over, 63 for 4. So they'll know they're not out of the game, not that they'll want to have an assault like they had from Ariful and Brathwaite.
For that, as a batting lineup, you got to have confidence. They haven't got it. So I think it's going to be a miracle for them to make a comeback into this game. They're finding it difficult to defend. Forget about hitting the ball out of the park.
Uphill task for men in red, the Chittagong Vikings. How accurate has he been? Look at that cluster, just that one delivery that went for a boundary which he pitched short. Everything else spot on.
The pitch is responding as well. Good ball with a big heart. Single to end the over after 9. It's 66 for 4.
Got it! এই তো রাজবাড়ি আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই ম্যাপ দেখি সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক দুইটা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি গ্রামীণ ফোন
বরফ দিলে ভীষণ শিরশির করে কারণ আপনার দাঁত হয়তো খানিকটা ক্ষতিগ্রস্ত হয়ে গেছে পেপসোডেন্ট প্রো সেনসিটিভে আছে HAP যা দাঁতের সংবেদনশীল অংশকে মেরামত করে দীর্ঘ সময়ের জন্য অস্বস্তির বিরুদ্ধে সুরক্ষা দেয় বরফ দেয়া ড্রিঙ্কস আপনার শিরায় পৌঁছায় না পেপসোডেন্ট প্রো সেনসিটিভ
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট 100% গ্যারান্টি এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার রবি
Pressure. B, as Amir Sohail mentioned right now, they just don't have the confidence. And C, let's remind you of what they've done in the tournament so far. Batting first twice in this tournament, the Chittagong Vikings have been in a sterling position at the halfway mark, and they've scored 52 and 54 respectively in their 2 games after they were at the 10th over. And now they've got the added pressure of chasing.
And now they need to score more than 100 runs to win this game. Hard work. Archer. Finding the right line and length straight away in his second spell.
Misbah ul Haq. 14, Sikandar Raza on 19. That's been hit up in the air, but it's going to fall short of the fielder. Talk about veterans of the game. Misbah ul Haq, captain of the Chittagong Vikings. It's the 5th oldest. We have a look at that shot again from Raza. 5th oldest captain in T20 cricket. The other is not very prominent. Ajit Ekanayake from Kurunegala. 40. Just been corrected in my pronunciation of that from the back of the box from Roshan. Well, I'll finish the easier ones from that. And look at Joffrey Archer. Have to get used to that. Joffrey Archer, combining Jeffrey and Joffrey. Yeah, plays for Sussex, the Bajan. Once again, this one he's going to get a boundary. Good shot from Sikandar Raza, but that was asking to be hit. That was short from Archer, outside the off stump. Mahmudullah doesn't look happy. They've got the stranglehold.
Pitch shot, purposelessly, outside the off stump. Nicely dealt. Just using the pace and the bounce on that occasion, Sikandar Raza, for his 2nd boundary in this innings. He moves to 24. Looking very competent out there in the middle.
They've gone upstairs, and I reckon Misbah ul Haq, we've just been talking about him being the 5th oldest captain. Never mind the age, he might just be heading back to the pavilion.
This is going to be close. Close. Oh, bad. Grounded just in time. Why was not he sliding his bat? When you talk about his experience and being wetted.
Yes, now we can get back to that as he survives. Kurunegala is Ajit Ekanayake, the oldest at 46 and 179 days. Pearson Best from the Cayman Islands, not very prominent in 2nd place. We remember Mohammad Tawqir from the United Arab Emirates and Llewellyn Armstrong from the Bahamas. These are the 4 men ahead of Misbah ul Haq, who is the 5th oldest captain now for the Chittagong Vikings, getting a much needed break with a glass of water, a bottle of water, surviving that run out call. Been around for a while, Misbah, and that's what they have to come. Louis Rees, we know, can bat. He's got a decent strike rate. Sanzamol bowled well today in patches.
হ্যালো গাইস, ইবক্স লাইভ প্লে স্টোর থেকে ডাউনলোড করুন। ইবক্স লাইভ আপনারা বিপিএল সব খেলাগুলো দেখতে পারবেন। কপিরাইটের জন্য ইউটিউবে সবসময় খেলা দেখানো সম্ভব হয় না। এই ভিডিওটা পাবলিকলি হয়ে যাওয়ার কারণে আমরা এখানে খেলা দেখাতে পারতেছি না, এই জন্য আন্তরিকভাবে দুঃখিত। আপনারা প্লে স্টোর থেকে ডাউনলোড করুন ইবক্স লাইভ। এই অ্যাপটাতে আপনারা সব বিপিএল খেলা দেখতে পারবেন। ধন্যবাদ।
The way the batsmen are going, for a change, you probably think that the fielding side will relish that time out much more than the batsmen will, because they're going fluently and maybe it'll be a break in progress for them, so they need to cash in while it lasts.
Well, at the moment, they shouldn't be worried about this. Yes, it's a healthy partnership, no doubt about it. Start to challenge, but still a long way to go. There is no need to panic as far as the fielding side is concerned. Whatever the initiatives they have to be taken from here on, it has to be the batting side.
Fluent shot from Sikandar Raza. That is very, very well timed there in the gap. But the timing was impeccable. Brings up the 50 partnership between these two. And what a timely partnership it's been for the Chittagong Vikings. Down on his knees, elegant.
Authentic cover drive. Timing personified on that occasion. And what a placement too. All little things combining to result in a boundary. Backing away. He'll find the fieldsman on this occasion.
Two men bringing up the partnership. Been a good partnership between these two. And for Sikandar Raza and Jofra Archer, it's been a battle of two people who have made a long geographical move in their lives. Jofra Archer all the way from Barbados to Hove in Sussex, and Sikandar Raza from Sialkot to Zimbabwe via Glasgow.
Seems like you've been chasing them around. Good partnership. Coming back to cricket.
Only chase Sikandar Raza for his beautiful Scottish accent as we are finished with 12, 89 for 4.
বরফ দিলে ভীষণ শিরশির করে কারণ আপনার দাঁত হয়তো খানিকটা ক্ষতিগ্রস্ত হয়ে গেছে। পেপসোডেন্ট প্রো সেনসিটিভে আছে HAP যা দাঁতের সংবেদনশীল অংশকে মেরামত করে, দীর্ঘ সময়ের জন্য অস্বস্তির বিরুদ্ধে সুরক্ষা দেয়। বরফ দেয়া ড্রিঙ্কস আপনার শিরায় পৌঁছায় না। পেপসোডেন্ট প্রো সেনসিটিভ।
কটেন! এই তো রাজবাড়ি। আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই।
প্রো সেনসিটিভ।
কটেন! এই তো রাজবাড়ি। আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই।
ম্যাপ দেখি সার্ভিসটা তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক দুইটা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
স্যার লুজ প্লিজ। এমন ঝড়ের গতিতে সব লিখে ফেলতে ম্যাটাডোর বল পেন। এতে আছে জার্মান হাইফ্লো ইঙ্ক, লেখাকে করে সুপার ডুপার ফাস্ট। ফাস্ট এন্ড ফাস্ট।
Don't be lulled into a false sense of security because the last 5 overs from the Khulna team yielded a huge amount of runs. And that is something that they've got to wary of. Misbah Haq and Sikandar Raza building up a good partnership worth 51 already of 44. Look at the seamers, all balls bowled this evening. The 58% strike rate when they're bowling good length. Oh, missed the bat, trying to yoke him. Have another look at that. And when it's full, they have been punished or bowling short. You see lots of boundaries, those yellow balls in the full length area and the short pitched area. So good length pays off, at least on this track and in this innings. Mashes that into the deep for a single.
Interesting position that. Normally people have the conventional long off. You can see him just in the corner of your screen on the left. He was now coming to that conventional long off, but that was a mid off and he was back on the extra cover boundary. That's where Raza hit that ball. So good captaincy.
Oh, he's moved across and you see the bowler alert to that fact. He's not going to try and bowl inside his line and allow him to go through the onside. He's followed him and followed him well and restricts him from taking any runs. Well, he must be reasonably happy with what has transpired, making a comeback after a very sorry start with the bat, and then his bowler is doing very well. Oh, that's wayward. Very bad delivery. Seemed to be slipping out of his fingers.
I think he's striving for the Yorker there. And in his first over, we saw Shamim that he bowled a couple of wide balls down the leg side. And then there was a boundary that was hit and then got the wicket. But he must bear in mind, he's still got that 45 up. Doesn't want to give them an easy opportunity to score there.
Driving for the Yorker, you sometimes tend to miss out on the length, and in the process, it becomes a low full toss. But there, Misbah Haq should have made good use of the last one. He seemed to be just bent and just playing for a single. There you see, missed the Yorker box, and when you do, you're normally punished. Again missing out, and this time it's been fleeced through the covers. Sikandar Raza is not going to miss out on that opportunity.
He's certainly striving to try and get these Yorkers in. He missed the first one that we saw as a replay, and this second one, Sikandar Raza threading it through the offside. Nobody in front of point on the offside boundary until that man we were talking about, an extra cover. And again he misses that Yorker box, and this time punished. Looks like he's now moving that man who was backward of point to in front of point, well in front of point. A big gap at cover. It can take a single through there, but the boundary is going to be harder to find. Well,
I think the batsman almost yoked himself there, trying to get to the pitch of that ball. Gets a single of the last ball of the 13th over. It's 97 for 4.
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি।
কনগ্রাচুলেশনস।
ওর কাপড় আমার কাপড়ের চেয়ে উজ্জ্বল হলো কি করে?
কারণ সাধারণ ডিটারজেন্ট কাপড়ে পাউডারের স্তর ফেলে এবং কাপড়কে করে ফ্যাকাশে। নতুন রিন সম্পূর্ণ ভিন্ন, কাপড়ে দেয় নতুনের মতো উজ্জ্বলতা। নতুন রিন থাকুন উজ্জ্বল সব সময়।
Those figures can be deceptive. Khulna Titans 82 for 4 after 13. It's the last 5 that really allowed them to come back very strongly. Volley! Just the right time to make that breakthrough. Sikandar Raza playing all over it with the bowling of Shafil Islam, who kept it straight and hit timber.
That's a good ball. A classic case of you miss, I hit. And it looked like Sikandar Raza came down a little bit late. Jameen, joy for the bowler, Shafiul Islam. A really important wicket. He was getting on Sikandar Raza. 37, he got 97 for 5.
একটু হিসেব করে চলতে হয়। পিক আওয়ার সিন তো সকালে এটা, দুপুরে এটা, রাতে এটা, কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসেব।
বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না।
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সঙ্গে চালু করলি টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে, আর সাথে আছে 10 GB পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস। বাংলা লিংক।
Lewis Rees is the new batter in. Exactly 500 runs in the kitty so far in his 20 overs career. He's in the middle because of just a wicket ball, straight as they come, playing across the line. Maybe keeping a shade lower than Sikandar Raza anticipated, and in the process losing his wicket. Right, Alina is waiting downstairs. Let's go down and join her.
I'm here with some lovely ladies, and I've noticed you have very big, beautiful smiles. So how are you enjoying? Very much enjoying. Thank you. So you both are big cricket fans? Yes, of course. Her husband was ex-cricketer, A.S.M. Farooq.
অবশ্যই, বিকজ আমার হাজব্যান্ড একসময় ক্রিকেটার ছিলেন, আমি তার ওয়াইফ সেই হিসাবে আমি গর্বিত বোধ করি। উনি মোহামেডান টিমের ক্যাপ্টেন ছিলেন, এখন আছেন বিসিসিবির সাথে কাউন্সিলর হিসাবে, হয়তো সবাই দেখে থাকবেন, চিনে থাকবেন। আই এম প্রাউড অফ হিম।
Okay, great, wonderful. So do you have any, who are you supporting? Right now Chittagong Vikings. How do you feel about their performance? Very sad. Let's hope it will improve. All the best for my team. Same. Thank you so much, and over to commentary. Thank you.
Well, she was pretty frank on who she was supporting, and was not feeling very comfortable about it. That's good. Showing her the right emotions, and Chittagong will be under the cosh for a while. They've just lost a very crucial wicket of Sikandar Raza, and now a new partnership being built, more pressure on the captain. Oh, down the wicket, but Shafil Islam is not deterred by that one, just ensures he maintains that line and length, and a single is only what they're going to achieve from that delivery.
The teams that are going to be taking part in this evening's fixture arriving. It's Rajshahi Kings, and on the right was the captain Darren Sammy, and James Franklin on the left.
Does Reese do?
স্যার প্লিজ এমন ঝড়ের গতিতে সব লিখে ফেলতে ম্যাটাডোর বল পেন এতে আছে জার্মান হাইফ্লো ইঙ্ক লেখাকে করে সুপার ডুপার ফাস্ট ফাস্ট এন্ড ফাস্ট
বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলেই 20 জিবি বোনাস। এয়ারটেল।
Carlos Brathwaite can take a lot of heart from the fact that he's just given away 16 runs. He's taken a wicket. Shafiul Islam took the wicket. It's all started by Abu Jayed Chaudhry very early in the innings. Again, this time getting that Yorker right, and again the batsman had to dig that out. A look at Brathwaite from the last over, striving for the Yorker, getting a couple of them, missing a couple of them, and turning them into low full tosses. But this over seems to have got it right.
Yeah, and it's important to try and get those right at this stage of the innings. He'll be happier to see the back of Raza, because Raza was starting to get on a little bit, played well and was looking confident. He's been more severe on those deliveries that have been slightly offline as opposed to Misbah.
Oh, that's wide. What was he trying to do? Maybe trying to roll his fingers over the ball, in the process losing it completely.
Well, it swung, so I think the seam was upright, but he's probably looking for that wide Yorker. And that just started too wide and went even further.
Well, they should be speeding up. They're slowing down. So that is not a good sign for the Chittagong Vikings at the moment. Reese is on top there. That's very good. Good commitment shown in the field. There was a little another fielder behind him, but that does not matter. It's the commitment shown there.
It's a good diving effort. Always good for the bowler to see when fielders try that hard. This is his pitch map today. It really has been quite mixed up. And 41, he's been looking for that Yorker. That's the last couple of overs that he's bowled in the middle part of the innings. And there's another one. Good ball. Very good ball. And that rate keeps going up. Now 12.55 they need to the over. And well executed.
Absolutely. I think he'll be very happy at the fact that bowling at 131 kilometers per hour, he's got that control over his bowling. Struggled a little bit in the last over, but this over, he's got a few of them in the right areas. Still trying, misses out this time. It's high, and it's a wonderful effort in the deep. Oh dear, that's very unfortunate. That could have been an extraordinary catch if he had managed to hold on to that.
It is a brilliant diving effort. Low full toss, looking for that Yorker again, and a good connection by Misbah. He's come running around from the right side. He'll possibly be disappointed that he didn't take that Shamim.
Ariful Haq, who did so well earlier with the bat, would have been absolutely marvellous if he had taken it. Another look at that effort, covering a lot of ground. Seemed to have got both hands to it. But umpire also having a look whether the ball had gone over the ropes, ensured that it didn't. So we'd see two committed efforts in the field, two deliveries. Against Thor Yorker works so very well these days, doesn't it?
He's bowled well today. And he's made sure that tries to get those Yorkers. That's a slow ball. Well bowled, good control from Brathwaite. Chittagong 103 for 5. One more wicket, but 3 runs ahead of what were. But let's remember the last 5 overs which we're coming up to, they got 69 runs. as that's banged away down the ground, just over the man at extra cover. And that'll be another 2 to the total. So 15 overs gone, 105 for 5.
As the comparison, Vikings need 66 more runs from the remaining 30 balls. That's a big ask. 13.2 the required run rate. They're just dipping at the wrong moment. Let's go down and join Gautam Bhimani.
Yes, I have to say, even though he's very disappointed, very sporting of Sikandar Raza to talk to us, we'll wait for this first delivery and then come to him. Captain still out there. Sikandar, very well batted, but you'd be disappointed at the time you got out.
Certainly, look, the idea was for me and Misbah to take the game as far as we possibly can, even if you have to chase 60, 65 in the last 5 or 6 overs. We give ourselves a decent chance to get there. I'm not saying we could have got there, but for me to be there and for Misbah to be there, I think it was a half decent chance. We may have had a good go at that.
What's the surface playing like? Because we saw at the end of the Khulna innings, they really started to turn it on.
Look, I think that the tricky part is that when it's turning, it's actually gripping and bouncing quite a lot as well, so it makes it difficult to hit. Even though when the seamers are bowling cutters, I think some of them are skidding, but some of them are actually sticking in the surface. So it is a 2-pace surface with double bounce as well, but I thought the surface got better after we bowled our 15 as the surface got. But even when I batted, I thought the surface still half decent to chase that total on the surface.
We saw you adapting well because the spinners were bowling. We were showing a Hawkeye package of how the spinners were bowling at a very tight line to you, and you had a bit of trouble, but then you found your way out of it.
Look, the beauty of T20 is that whatever you do, it has to be at a very high pace. You got to work out your methods, how you're going to find your runs and your boundaries as well. Especially when you're chasing 170, we were 30 odd for 4. So, like, I think it gives. The sooner you adapt to the conditions, I think even when we're playing for the national team, the sooner you adapt, it gives give ourselves a better chance to score runs on any surface.
Just watching Luis Rees there going for a little bit of a cute shot, not quite getting that in the middle. Tell us a little bit about Luis Rees. You must have seen him play in the nets while you were there. He's with Misbah a lot. Still have a chance in there?
Certainly Misbah, and Luis is quite an aggressive batter as well, quite a good youngster as well. He's quite a handy cricketer, offers something with the ball, very good fielder as well. And to be honest with you, it's not his fault. She shouldn't be out there. I could have, when two set guys were going, so I'm actually hoping Rees does a good job because I've actually put him in a bit of a trouble. I'll probably have to apologise after that. But I've got a. He's a very good striker for cricket ball, and I'm pretty sure if he stays till the end, I think he gives us a good chance to chase the total down.
Final question for you, Sikandar. You're being a little harsh on yourself, but tell me, if given a chance, would you prefer batting slightly higher up the order?
Look, to me. Even with the national team, it's never about a number. It's about what the captain wants, about what the team wants. I would always put my team ahead of whatever I want to do. I'm not too fussy. Whatever you have to do. Look, cricket is such a beautiful game. It doesn't matter what number you bat, and you got to get the job done. If Misbah asks me to go up the order, the team management asks me to go up the order, I'll do that. If they ask me to bat number 9, and I'll try and do as best as I possibly can. I'm not too fussed about the numbers.
Well, again, sporting a few to come. Thanks for your time, Sikandar.
Thank you for speaking to me. Thank you, Bimal.
We've got a couple more deliveries left, and it's been a good over so far. Just the 2 runs from it. He's gone after it. It's long. The field is converging on it, and 1, 2, third grab. He's got it. Wow, we've seen some good catches, some spectacular catches. That can rate to be one of the best.
That is a good catch. It's not easy running around the boundary. And the sun in the background didn't get the connection he wanted. Misbah, and it's a bit of a fumble. He kept his nerve and had to remember that the boundary triangle was just ahead of him. A really, really good catch and an important one. That sees the end of the captain, Misbah ul Haq. He's gone for 30, 107 for 6, Chirigo.
And I think we're going to have a signal soon, because there's an opportunity now for the signal to come. Waiting for the umpires to make the signal. There you go, confirmation that it is the Bosundara LP Gas strategic timeout.
Now that he's found confidence, he can dispatch it into the pavilion.
And it's been punished. Number 2 in this over for Vadakar. And Simmons gives him the charge, hits him over the number 2 in this over for Vadakar. And Simmons gives him the charge, hits him over the field. That's a good looking shot. And taken, what a wicket. Got him. DJ Bravo in action again.
BPL Season 5, Rajshahi Kings vs Kumilla Victorians. Today at 6 PM, live on GTV. Also on Gravitol app.
আরা তো হারি আরা হেগরে জিতাই দিছি আরা বুঝানোর চেষ্টা করছি যে আরা এমনি খেলি এরপর যখন তামিম ডুববো তখন বুঝতে পারছো রাম আর রাম রাম আর রাম আমরা তো ছাদ দিয়ে সবাইকে মগ ডালে চকাম করে উঠিয়ে দিয়েছি মগ ডালে ঝুলছে হ্যাঁ আমাদের তো স্বভাব নাই যে আমরা তল থেকে মই সরিয়ে নেবো আর টপাক করে পড়ে যাবে ঘুমিয়ে ঘুমিয়ে কাপটা নিয়ে যাবো
চোখ রাখুন ফ্রেশ নিবেদিত ক্রিকেট তকপতে শুধুমাত্র জিটিভিতে।
ফ্রেশ প্রেজেন্স ক্রিকেট এক্সট্রা থেকে আমি সামি আফরিন আপনাদের সবাইকে ওয়েলকাম করছি। প্রত্যেকটা বল ইজ ভেরি মাচ ইম্পর্টেন্ট এন্ড কাউন্টেবল। সেখানে 48টা ডট বল ছিল।
টি20 এর যদি আপনার 4-6 খেলা আপনি এখানে কিন্তু দেয়ার ইজ এ প্ল্যান।
এইভাবে ফরেন প্লেয়াররা এখানে বিভিন্ন টিমের সাথে অ্যাকোয়াইন্টেড হচ্ছে।
ওয়ার্ল্ডের টপ ক্লাসের প্লেয়াররা কিন্তু আপনার বিপিএলে খেলছে।
Fresh presents Cricket Extra every match day after the match only on GTV.
রাজা রাজা কি না প্রজা সেটা তো মাঠে আসতে দেখাবো খেলার জন্য শুধু প্রস্তুত থাকতে হবে তার দেখছে সিলেটের মানুষ এখন দেখাবো এই যে আমাকে সামনে তিনটা বিয়ে তো হয়েছে তিনটা বউ তো নিয়ে গেছি এই যে বিয়া করে আমি কাজে ট্রফি তিন নম্বর বউ তো নিয়ে যাবো এটা কোনো কথা নাই এখানে কোনো রকমের ছাড় নাই
চোখ রাখুন ফ্রেশ নিবেদিত ক্রিকেট তকপতে শুধুমাত্র জিটিভিতে।
An uphill task for his side. Chaudhary. This is going to be wide. Oh, he's been phenomenal. Chaudhary. Right from the word go. He kept picking up wickets for his side, and what a catch that was. Third time lucky. For me, this is man of the match performance from the fast bowler. Economical and yet so threatening. Picked up 4 wickets. Required to end the over after 16 overs. It's 109 for 6. Only 2 batsmen shining for Chittagong Vikings. And most of the batsmen struggle in this innings. Misbah and Sikandar also getting into a good partnership. Reese on strike, hitting the full toss down the ground. Only a single. Athar. Tell me, Chowdhury hasn't played international cricket for Bangladesh as yet. Do you think he's going to be in the fold after this performance?
Well, certainly he's been very impressive as far as I'm concerned. I think the selectors would need to have a closer look. He's not played the internationals, but what he has done so far, he's only 24 years of age. He's actually represented Bangladesh in the under-19s, the under-17s. He's also played the under-23s and also represented Bangladesh A team. So he's come through a system, and I'm sure that's the reason why he shows so much promise. He's bowled quick, 3 for 15 in the first 2 overs, and then coming back and picking up another wicket. I mean, this is excellent performance from the youngster.
Well, that's how Brathwaite has bowled today. He was picked for boundaries on a low full toss and a short pitch delivery. Rest. That's another full toss. Yeah, coming back to Abu Jaid, seems to bowl with a big heart and also bowl within himself.
Yeah, he's done well not only in this match. He's also picked up 2 wickets in the first match he played, and he's ended up in picking 6 wickets right at the top. And he's joined Liam Plunkett, but excellent stuff from Abu Jaid Chowdhury. He's also the only pacer, seamer, to take 4 wickets in a match in this edition of BPL. So he's been outstanding, and I hope he continues to develop himself so that he can catch the eye of a selector and get an introduction in international cricket.
He's got decent pace and also lots of variations in his bowling. Arthur suggested that he has come through ranks, played under 17, under 19 for Bangladesh, now featuring in AKS BPL 2017 powered by Shah Cement, and top of the ladder as well as far as picking up wickets. Lots of talented local cricketers. Ball dying on the wicketkeeper. He was expecting the ball to bounce a bit for him to gather it. Wasn't the case. Boundary added to the total. Required run rate closing in on 17. When the innings started, the required run rate was 8.55. Early wickets and 4 of them disrupted Chittagong Vikings' plans. And from there on, they've been struggling. 17 overs are completed. It's 120 for 6 now. Abu Jaid Chowdhury, star of the moment, having picked up 4 wickets for just 18 runs. Excellent effort. He'll be bowling his 4th and last of allotted quota. Kurioka. That's a weapon to have in your repertoire as a fast bowler, especially in the depth of the innings.
Yeah, he's certainly looking at that he has a really good career in front of him. You mentioned about the Yorkers. Yes, most of the occasion you would want the seamers to bowl in that Yorker box. He started his career, the first-class career, Abu Jahid Chaudhry, in the year 2007. So he's been around for 7 years. 2010, beg your pardon. So it's around here for 7 years. And that's a good shot. Back past the bowler, should be cut off. Oh, it's just gone through. Really good shot over the top of the field area. Probably these runs are coming a little bit late in the innings because the run rate now is just more than 70. Just a word on Abu Jahid Chaudhry. 56 first-class matches he has played. 171 wickets he has taken so far. And he's got 5-wicket haul 10 times. So he's actually made quite a statement in first-class wicket. And would you believe it? He has an economy rate of under 7 runs in an over, 6.6 runs in an over in T20. That is absolutely brilliant.
Well, he's catching the eye, that's for sure. And the stats you just mentioned, it tells me he's a wicket-taking bowler. And that's what he has showed us.
Yeah, only 17 years of age when he made his debut in first class. And these are impressive figures. A little bit too wide. It's always a learning curve. It's not easy to come and pick up wickets. In this edition of AKS BPL 2017 powered by Shah Sim, and they have a lot of superstars. So you're up against some really good players. And he's done wonderfully well. It's still the second phase. You go to Chittagong and then you come back for the final phase. It's still a long way to go.
Yeah, he has impressed many. That's in the air. And clear the boundary line. 6 runs. Not a great last over from Abu Jahid Chaudhry. 11 runs so far. Yeah, you have to work hard, Arthur, to separate yourself from the boys. It's the hard work which makes the difference.
It pays off. A little bit on wide on the side. It's okay. You will at times you will find a batsman who will take you on. So as I mentioned, a learning curve to how to bowl against players who are really good. Yakub 1-4 and 1-6 given, and he's already given 14 runs. But oh, don't forget that he's only given about 32 runs. Add that 14 runs also. So it's been very good in the first 3 overs. Yes, it's been expensive, but I wouldn't be surprised if he picks up another wicket.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be analysing his performance of today, and especially the last over. And this will help him improve more and get more effective in the games to come.
Yeah, just recently, Bangladesh team went to South Africa and the bowlers did not have a great time. Yeah, there was injuries to Mustafizur Rahman, who was not available for the ODIs. And if you have someone like Abu Jahid Chaudhry, obviously the selectors will keep a really close eye and see whether he can progress and make improvement in terms of mental fitness also. We talk about physical, but also it's important to have that mental fitness.
You only get that once you are technically well equipped and tactically also. Excellent work. After 18 overs, Chittagong Vikings 137 for 6.
Yeah, the problem started with when the top order didn't get into the thick of the things and lost wickets at regular intervals. But Misbah and Sikandar Raza. Oh, bowled him! Clean him up. What a Yorker! What a Jaffa! The delivery from Jofra Archer.
Yes, unplayable. From round the stumps. Perfect Yorker. No chance for the batsman to squeeze this out to play a stroke. His whistle comes to an end. Score 22 and it's 137 for 7. New batsman in, Sanzumul Islam. He arrives at the crease with his team in deep trouble. Another Yorker. He's finding that length consistently, Jofra.
Yeah, what a beauty. Coming round the wicket and hitting that area, the block hole. Brilliant delivery, and then knocks the middle stump.
This is Jofra. And he broke the stump too. It tells you how quick he is. With the new ball, he challenges the batsman with the bounces, and in death of the innings, Yorkers and the slow ones. He's a handy talent to have in your side. Slow delivery, dealt nicely by Tanveer, who picked up his first boundary.
That's a slower delivery on that occasion, where Tanveer was quite keen to put that away for a boundary. I thought he's bowled with really good pace.
And prompted a field change. Fine leg has been brought in the circle, and square leg pushed back.
It's a good shot, well fielded. Yeah, the first delivery he bowled 139 Ks, then 141, then 116, which was put away to the boundary, again getting back into his rhythm. So he certainly can bowl with some pace here. Archer.
And can bowl Yorkers from over the stumps and round the stumps. Tells you about the ability of this young fast bowler. Again, a pacey delivery. Big buys.
Chidong Vikings will be disappointed. Will be very disappointed. 27 from 7 they need. At one stage they were on the top of the game. Then in the later half of the innings, Khulna Titans really got into the thick of the things. Apish will come back for the second. Throw it, really good one. Oh, this can be very close. As he's gone upstairs, I thought he was coming back quite easily. Thought that the throw would be on the non-striker's end, but the throw was thrown at the striker's end.
Well, whether this is out or not out, how good was that throw? Flat. And on the far end, excellent effort from the fieldsman at mid-off. Easy decision for the umpire. 19 overs completed, 146 for 7 is the score. start of the last over. Agricultural stroke from Tanveer gets him a single. Yeah, in my opinion, Chittagong Vikings allowed the game slip away from them. They were in charge with 68 for 4, and then rather than going for the juggler, Misbah was worried about the death overs, and in the process allowed the opposition to make a comeback, and a very strong one. And for me, the difference has been that over, where Tanveer was taken for 24 runs. And I think they'll be ruining the fact.
Yes, 68 in the first 10 overs, Amir, and then 102 in the next 10 overs. Really set things up for Khulna Titans. You know, you're talking about that excellent knock from Ariful Haq. 40 of just 25 balls. Then Brathwaite also getting into the attack with quick 30. Don't forget, they had also Captain Mahmudullah Riyad, who played a very good role with the bat, because the wickets were falling down when he came onto bat, and he made sure that he stuck his end out and ensured that he gives a really good partnership.
Yeah, he batted sensibly. He steadied the ship from 68 for 4. He laid the foundation for RF and Brathwaite to come and excel. And that partnership took the game away from Chittagong Vikings. They should have known their openers are firing away consistently in this tournament, but their middle order has struggled. Shah Cement has allowed the bowlers to bowl consistently within the stumps. Bouncer quartered away. 150 on the board. Last ball of the match. Making a strong comeback to Mahmudullah. Khulna Titans, they were humbled in their first outing, and from there on they have recovered well and creating a lot of problems for the oppositions in the air. Could pick up 2, and that's it. Khulna Titans winning their second game of the tournament, and convincingly.
Yeah, back-to-back wins for Khulna Titans. Mahmudullah Riyad led from the front, and a good all-round performance from the batters initially, and then the bowlers coming to join the party. They didn't start well in the tournament. They lost their first match, and then in the second one they won that against Select Sixers, and here starting on a winning note. It's a really good job outing for Khulna Titans, beating Chittagong Vikings by 18 runs.
Yeah, a lot of sport for Khulna Titans as well, considering this leg of the competition is played in Dhaka. Played so well in front of their supporters, Khulna Titans. It was a team effort. Handshakes all around. Khulna Titans were inserted to bat after Misbah Haq won the toss. They started off in a poor fashion, but recovered well. First through Mahmudullah, and then Ariful ably supported by Brathwaite, enabling their team to get to 170, which on this surface was a very strong total. And the reply from Chittagong Vikings, only 152 for the loss of 7 wickets in their allotted 20 overs. convincing victory for Khulna Titans. They further their position in the point table, Khulna Titans. It's time to join Gautam.
Yes, in my hands I have a piece of broken equipment, a stump. In my pocket I have a bill, which I'm going to hand over to the man on my left, Jofra Archer. How often have you broken stumps in your life?
Just a couple of times. I think maybe the second or third. It doesn't happen too often.
We talk about enjoying this kind of a site. It is expensive, but it's kind of something you aspire to, isn't it?
Yeah, you just want to nail the Yorkers in the back end, and that one just came out as good as can be.
But tell us, we've talked about Khulna playing as an all-round team. You performed with the bat and ball today. When you came out there, they needed some runs at the back end.
Yeah, well, I fancy myself as an all-rounder, and I hate to lose, so whatever is best for the team, I'll try to do.
I'm glad you're not modest. You come from Barbados. You're playing in England right now. Do you maybe even fancy batting further up the order and compete with Carlos Brathwaite?
Yes, I do. I'm always in Mahela's ear to get me up the order.
But just finally, as a team, I think you're playing well. You started with a loss, and now you're on the right track.
Yeah, thank you. It's a bit easy to become hard done by the game, but I think everyone in the team came back very well the last two games.
Right, well bowled, and try not to break too much modified equipment.
All right, thank you very much.
This form.
এই তো রাজবাড়ি আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই ম্যাচ দেখি সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক দুইটা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি গ্রামীণ ফোন
কি হলো আমার 10 টাকার নোট থ্যাংক ইউ মা সামি আমার 10 টাকা বাঁচিয়েছে
আচ্ছা কিন্তু ইউনিফর্মের এই দাগ তুলবে কিভাবে সার্ফ এক্সেলে ফার্স্ট ক্লাস ওয়াশ দিয়ে এখন 10 টাকা তাই
বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক এয়ারটেলে ফিরে আসলেই 20 জিবি বোনাস এয়ারটেল
No money for music. এখন গান শুনো কোনো ডেটা চার্জ ছাড়া। Yonder Music exclusively Robi এবং Airtel ইউজারদের জন্য। Download the #1 music app now.
চলো
আসছি কাল তাড়াতাড়ি এসো
খুব ময়লা হয়েছে তাই না
আর অনেক দুর্গন্ধ আছে ম্যানেজার সাহেব চিন্তা নেই বাসায় গিয়ে ধুয়ে দিচ্ছি
এত ময়লা আর দুর্গন্ধ কিভাবে দূর করব
নতুন বিল্ট-ইন ওয়ান দিয়ে এতে আছে 1000 লেবুর মতো শক্তি যা কাপড়কে করে গভীর থেকে পরিষ্কার ও সুবাসিত নতুন বিল্ট-ইন ওয়ান
Strongly taking the game away from Chittagong Vikings, and that was the over where difference was made. 24 runs were scored. And Brathwaite, using the long handle, kept on heading the ball into the vacant areas before this happened. And then Jofra joined RFL and held them, gathered important runs, making sure Chittagong Vikings almost out of the game. Tanzamul started off nicely, picking up 2 wickets and then lost the plot in the way. Yes, the Skeen was able to pick up 3 wickets, but he was mighty expensive. And after a target was set of 171, that was the reply. Only 152 for 7 in allotted 20 overs from Chittagong Vikings batsmen. How well Chaudhary has bowled in this match. Right from the word go, he picked up important wickets, and very important wicket of Ronki to start with, and then Tomo Sharkar, and that broke the backbone of the batting lineup of Chittagong Vikings. Well, here are the highlights. He was looking to take on the bowler. He looked good today. Had to pay the price. Second wicket. Yes, few batsmen resisted, especially Sikandar Raza along with Misbah, but wasn't good enough. Bottom jab out of the ground. Batsman was hoping, but he was holed out. Few good strokes from Sikandar Raza. But was holed out in the end. Misbah, for the first time in this competition, was able to hit a 6. And once this happened, it was history. There was no chance for Vikings to make a comeback into this game. Misbah departing. Very agile in the field. Also, Khulna Titans almost grabbing every opportunity came their way. We saw some good bowling from the bowlers. Jofra was one of them who used that Yorker length very effectively. Well, here's the match summary. Khulna Titans getting 170. Good enough for them. Restricting Chittagong Vikings for 152 in 20 overs. Well, have a look at the points table. Few teams ascending. Pillar Sixes still at the top. They have played 5 games in this competition so far. Dhaka Dynamites making a strong comeback into this competition along with Khulna Titans. Well, we have seen quality batting so far in this competition. Upal Tharanga is top of the ladder with 197 runs. Scored 350 so far in this competition. His partner, Andre Fletcher, who missed out the last game. Well, it's time to go and join the presentation party. Roshan, take it please.
Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the presentation where Khulna Titans won a very close game by 18 runs in this AKS BPL 2017, powered by Shah Cement. Well, I'm privileged to introduce our presentation party. Sri Harishankar Roy on behalf of Shah Cement, Mr. Afzalur Rahman Singha, Director Bangladesh Cricket Board, and Mr. Hindol Roy, Head of Marketing, Akij Food and Beverage. Welcome, sirs. Right, let me start off, ladies and gentlemen, by speaking to Misbah ul Haq, the Chittagong captain. Bad luck, Misbah, but again your problem of the last 10 overs seem to be persisting with you guys.
Yeah, I think especially with the ball, last 3-4 overs, we gave away so many runs and too many full tosses. That cost us the game, and then in the first 6 overs losing 4 wickets, I mean, that was difficult to just come back after that.
In hindsight, do you think you should have batted first?
No, I don't think so. We started well, and obviously we got 4 wickets, everything was under control, but after that we could not finish it with the ball. I think the way we just took 4 early wickets, I think 150, 155 could have been the total, but after that in the last 3-4 overs we gave us so many runs.
So what next for you guys? Really need to work hard. You're looking good and fit, but what about the rest of the team? A lot of work to be done?
Yeah, I think at the end you could say only 18 runs difference. So overall, a lot of positives for our team. So we have to just sit and look where we just make mistakes, and we need to improve every game.
Bad luck today. All the best.
Thank you.
Misbah ul Haq, ladies and gentlemen, that's the captain of Chittagong. And now may I talk to Mahmudullah, the winning captain of Khulna Titans, of course. You must be pleased, particularly the way you guys recovered from 4 down.
Yeah, obviously, I think we handled the pressure quite well, and in the middle, I think probably we had a good partnership. Riley missed out today; he was looking good today. Arif batted really well because we wanted him to bat deep, and in the end, Carlos fired up, so all went well.
So you reckon it was a good decision, or at least good pitch to bat first?
Yeah, I think so, because I thought that, as I said earlier, it's hard to predict Mirpur wickets because you never know when the ball will grip or it will come under the wicket, but the wicket was hard to bat on. Sorry, it was wicket was hard, so the ball came nicely onto the bat, and as far as our bowler concerned, they executed their plans well.
I know it was an all-round effort, but your catching was simply phenomenal. That catch at mid-wicket was outstanding.
Yeah, that's what we've been asking for, the energy that we want to give in the field, and Riley's catch was gave us a good momentum in the match.
So the old saying, catchers win matches. Very well done, all the best.
Thank you very much.
That's the winning captain, ladies and gentlemen, Mahmudullah of Khulna Titans. Right, it's time now for the AKS player of the match. He will receive an award of US 500, check jointly to be handed over by Mr. Afzaul Rahman Singer and Sri Harish Shankar Roy. And today, the AKS player of the match is Abu Jahid Rahi for his outstanding bowling of 4 for 35. Can I have a word with you, please? Quick word. It was an outstanding bowling effort. Very well bowled. Talk us through your bowling.
First, thanks of Allah. I'm tried to my level best, and I'm happy about my bowling. Thanks to my coaches, especially thanks to Thomas. He worked with me a lot.
How challenging was it bowling first up to some of those big hitters?
Yeah, it's very tough because power play bowling, only 2 players on the outside, and it's really tough for me.
What about the pitch? You're looking to bowl a few change-ups.
It's pitch a little bit slow, I think, and I try to cut her, and first of 2 over I think only swing, so I do my level best.
Very well done, all the best.
Okay, thank you very much.
That indeed is the AKS player of the match, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, it's the Clement most exciting player of the match, another award of US 500, and it will be presented jointly by Mr. Afzaul Rahman and Mr. Hindol Roy, and it goes to Ariful Haq for his hard-hitting 40 of 25 balls for Khulna Titans. Right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it from our presentation.
Yeah, Mahmudullah was right. There was a lot of energy in the field while they were fielding. Every chance came in their way. That's the confirmation of the result. Khulna Titans inserted the back. 170 they got. That was more than enough. Chittagong Vikings, in response, only 152. Well, big match coming up next. Rajshahi Kings versus Comilla Victorians. So please join us for live action. Until then, it's goodbye.
Now that he's found confidence, he can dispatch it into the pavilion.
And it's been punished.
And Simmons gives him the charge, hits him over the infield. That's a good looking shot.
And taken. What a wicket. Got him. DJ Bravo in action again.
BPL Season 5, Rajshahi Kings vs Kumilla Victorians. Today at 6 p.m. live on GTV. Also on BPL app.
আরা তো হারিনি, আরা হেগরে জিতাই দিছি, আরা বুঝানোর চেষ্টা করছি যে আরা এমনি খেলি। এরপর যখন তামিম ডুববো তখন বুঝতে পারছো রাম আর রাম, রাম আর রাম।
আমরা তো ছাদ দিয়ে সবাইকে মগ ডালে চকাম করে উঠিয়ে দিয়েছি, মগ ডালে ঝুলছে। হ্যাঁ, আমাদের তো স্বভাব নাই যে আমরা তল থেকে মই সরিয়ে নেবো আর টপাক করে পড়ে যাবে। ঘুমিয়ে ঘুমিয়ে সাপটা নিয়ে যাবো।
চোখ রাখুন ফ্রেশ নিবেদিত ক্রিকেট তত্ত্বতে শুধুমাত্র জিটিভিতে।